Yeah.
Hoping it was going to go through a different language there for a second.
No. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Knights of Silver Moon, where we play D&D and talk about life and the meaning of dice and scented Ethernet cables.
USB.
I forgot the word for a minute. I was gonna say
Ethernet
USB
cable.
Yeah, I would just the word vanished.
For anyone watching, if your Ethernet starts producing a smell,
that's
run.
bad. that apparently is bad. You don't want to have
Like
your Ethernet smelling. That's kind of weird.
A toast scented Ethernet cord.
That may not be your
When
Ethernet.
Wonka in the
That might be
90s
right.
became a tech company.
Yes.
Right, you
that
call
was-
the company and complain about the toast, your Ethernet cord smelling like toast, and they call 911 for you.
Brum, good to see you. Long time no see, my friend. Sup. I love
Hi,
Sup
Taco.
Santos. Sup Santos. I love that. Sup.
Boy.
Holy crap, how you been? And it has been a while. But it's good to see you. Today is a very special day because it is May 10th, and that's cool. There's no special reason. I'm just being obnoxious.
May the
I
10th be
love
with you.
the
For a
Isn't
second
it
there, I thought I
amazing?
was really forgetting something.
Well,
That's messed up.
like, Dreamy was freaking out because of the title for today, and I told her that was weird, and then I don't know why, but it does say the last day. I don't know what that means. Just gonna put that.
Why
in your
was
head.
that chosen as the title?
I don't know. It was weird how that popped up there while I was typing things, so that's cool.
So we are
Asteroid
having
heading
the
towards
lunar
favoring.
lunar eclipse is happening this coming
The
weekend.
last day.
Yeah, that's what I was
We're all
talking
gonna
about.
die.
Is the last day of the eclipse, but before a thon. I
The
don't
last
know.
day
I don't
You're going
know.
to
rhymes
have
with TPK.
You're going to have to leave the stream if you're going to be pouring out this much bullshit. I'm allergic.
But that would make the prophecy happen, and it would be the last day.
So, well, you make a choice.
Well, we could tie it back into that Than Manhattan project we were
The
discussing.
last
For
day
real,
in
right?
Amrutlar.
Who knows? Who knows what it could be the last day of? There's so many
Last day of the
possibilities.
festival. The last
It's
Hey.
day.
almost as if it's the last day of the
I got it.
races.
Yeah.
Okay, I could
Good.
hear
Yes.
over the fanfare.
Yeah, figured it out. I was wondering if somebody was
Everyone's
going to
gonna
get
have
it.
to go back to their day jobs. Holidays over.
This holiday's over. It is Sunday, or maybe the last day's on a Monday. I don't know. I don't know how they do
So
things
once
here in
you-
Amrutlar.
And say,
Once you
They
get
have
to
no
Amrutlar, you can never leave. It's like Hotel California.
Yeah, exactly like
well,
that.
Hotel
Amrutlar
California.
only has Mondays and Fridays off.
That's so weird. That would be obnoxious. You have a day off, 2 days to work, and then a day off again, but not on the weekend.
That'd be kind
Okay,
of brutal.
it would be. Before we get started, we do have a
Fight.
sponsor for today.
sponsor.
We do have a
Even
sponsor.
better.
So I would like to not throw it away. Take it away, our lovely sponsor. So go for it. Let's hear it from our friend over in Amrutlar. Go right ahead. Thank you, Miss Aaron. I didn't realize we were starting already. Anyway, hello, good citizens of the internet. I have some very important questions to ask you. Have you been feeling useless? Do you not know what to do with your life? Well, guess what? Neither did I. That's why I wrote this new, soon-to-be-sold, life-changing, amazing addition to any bookshelf, coffee table, library, doctor's waiting room, or even a water closet. I present to you Bartending for Dummies. Make things just a little more confusing than they need to be. Because why not? Learn in this valuable book how to make drinks based on cues, handle being yelled at for getting drinks wrong, make almost drinkable cocktails, and even make some undrinkable ones as well. In this book, you will find our very own special recipes for such popular drinks such as Long Island tea, mint julep, sex on the beach, and even our very own whiskey sour. Believe me, I've had them all, so you can trust an expert in the field. Excuse me. So, before you do anything else tonight, make sure you get off your tails and go online. Order your very own limited edition one-of-kind masterpiece. Our operator is standing by, so make sure that you call now, because we have limited quantities available. Oh, look! We have our first caller. Well, I guess that's it for me. I will see you next time. Have a good night! All right. Well,
That phone sounded way too realistic.
Yeah, I was like,
yeah, no, I looked
I don't
at
have
mine,
a
I
phone
was
in my
like-
room.
Oh, that was marvelous.
well, that happened. Yeah, you're right. It did.
It's the toast. It's happening.
The toast, I feel it. I sense it. The toast is real. Oh my god. Well, thank
was
you, Tall
wonderful.
Bob. Thank you, Tall Bob, for
Agreed,
your.
Jeremy.
Are we gonna eventually put like the advertisements independently on YouTube or something?
Ooh.
Interestingly enough, we now have 3 to work with, so we're gonna get a commercial roll going eventually. We'll
Yes.
have it. I stopped for a minute to figure out
the breaks.
whose phone was ringing. Yeah, it's a really good.
The
phone.
only problem being, we all want to watch them, and we also need to go pee during break.
It's, I don't know if we need to see mine again. Dreamy, you did this to yourself, so I don't know what you're talking about.
It was a delight. It started it all. It was so good.
No. Yep. All right. So, thank you from our sponsor, Tall Bob's Bartending for Dummies. Looking forward to seeing what else Tall Bob does in the future. All right.
Was I correct in seeing a tulip in the mint julep?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a mint tulip. It was a
Wait,
mint,
what was the Long Island?
Long
There
Island
was
tea.
like sand in the.
It was Long
You said
Island
the-
tea. It was just not iced tea. It's just Long Island tea. There was no ice in
And
there.
whiskey with a lemon.
Whiskey sour. Yeah. I first thought it was a sweet and sour because I told Mara, because Mara did the art for me. Did the art. Like, I told her that I was thinking about doing a Tall Bob skit, and if she just had like some more of the images of him, and so she sent me those plus some more, and I have bonus material for
Yes.
another a different commercial for later that I'm looking forward to doing with her. So yeah, it was Lich Fast that started it all. The OG. Oof. All right. Ice takes up too much alcohol room. That's also a good point. All right. On without any further ado, then we'll go ahead and jump into the intro and jump into the recap right after that. So hang on to your butts, everybody. Here we go.
It's just
stronger.
gonna
What?
be an elven Karen complaining about the wine.
All right, here we go. Into the
It is
recap.
shitty wine. I am not going to apologize for thinking the wine is shitty. Okay?
Yeah,
The
speaking
wine
of
was
wine,
delicious.
Shh, shh.
Wine was trash. That's what the wine was.
Hello. I love it when people want to speak with me. Not that you necessarily do want to speak to me, but I feel compelled to fill the silence, even sometimes the spaces between words. So, since no one was elected to speak to you today, let's get to know one another a little better with a lesson. This one is about strongholds. There are 4 ways to get something you want from a stronghold. The first and best is charm, as this can have other lasting benefits and poses little risk. The second is subtlety, deception, assassination if needed. The third is to lay siege. Surround the defenders with your presence and wear them down with time. The fourth, when the other 3 methods are out of reach, is to lead your forces in a direct assault. This, of course, will be damaging for both the defeated and the victor. Now, I am sorry for what happened in the dark, but there was an obstacle and I became the means of direct combat to overcome him. You did see how happy he looked at the end, and the opportunity that arose from it afterwards is really something. You know what's interesting about strawberries is how they grow. Yes, a seed could fall on the ground and produce a plant, but did you know that a plant can create a runner, and that runner can weave along the ground, and a new plant can form at the end, and once it's taken root, the runner can be severed, and now you have 2 healthy plants. The other interesting thing about strawberries is the color of the fruit. It's red. It symbolizes both danger and desire. Anyway, I do hope my friends will be pleased with this development. I know they yet live. I can see them flickering, though not precisely where. I've been busy, of course. Their intent, though, was clear. Hopefully, they returned to their cautious alliance, and that discussions between them and the body were fruitful. I hope that if indeed they were, that they've been offered somewhere comfortable to rest, or somewhere secret, or perhaps both, and that they continue to nurture this sprouting relationship. You know, all this talk makes me miss them. Shall we go see what they're up to?
As this dark, twisted view pulls away, it goes through a darkened space. It's like the real world, but different, covered in shadow and swirling mass. There's one little pinprick of light, distant, and she floats through this other realm, this other place, this other. Two looming shadows look over as she travels through space, focusing on one other pinprick of light. 2 sets of eyes blink brightly in this shadowed universe. And as she moves through, finding the tendrils of thought, they connect now from one mind to another. We go to Galil, as he sits where he is at. And now this thought sends a chill down his spine. And in his mind, although no voice is heard, he feels for a second the focusing of attention, the presence, and then it is gone. As quickly as it came, that chill running down your spine, Galil, just kind of sends your skin crawling with goosebumps. What are you doing?
Currently just putting on my clothes again because I just took that long
that
bath
other
right
bath.
as letter.
All right.
And going from there, I'm gonna go upstairs to Iskra.
All right. Walking up the inside of the Salty Prince, this large block of, well, salt that sits here at the edges of the city of Amrutlar. You stop at the door for a moment before deciding to knock.
You hear music coming from the room.
Like playing music or
Yes, the
Okay.
music from a hammered dulcimer.
huh?
You don't hear an answer to the knock right now.
I was like, I didn't do that one. Do you knock again?
Yeah.
You knock again, a little harder.
Iskra's bad perception notices the knock the second time.
Amazing.
Finish my jam.
She stops playing and rests her hammered dulcimer on the bed and walks over to the door and cracks it open a little bit to see who it is. Seeing that it's Scalia, I open the door all the way up. What's up?
Since we finally have time, some questions I need to ask. And I'm pretty sure I can trust you for
All
them.
right. You look fresh, by the way.
Yeah, baths here are amazing. Oh.
I haven't taken one yet. I felt like I needed to focus myself a little. We just went through a lot, you know?
Yeah, I needed to get all that stench off from whatever I was stuck in, to be honest.
So, yeah, come in. We should talk here anyway.
Yeah.
Close the door behind us. Grab one of the chairs and, like, drag it. Sit.
I need to know. What exactly happened to Eloquent?
It's not exactly something I like to think about, but the sisters let me know that a map we'd found, or his interaction with it, revealing it to us, it caused a reaction, essentially, by his patron, whose name we're not supposed to say. I didn't want to leave him. We came here together to this plane, and I didn't feel like I could lose him. So I offered to go in, basically, into his mind. And with the sister's guidance, that's what we did. And I tried to pull him out. And towards the end, I started to slip. And I wasn't sure I was going to make it myself, but the Sisters of Demos caught me and pulled me back, and him too. I felt like I was being torn in half. There were things clinging to me down there. It makes me shudder. But we got him. He never really seemed the same after that, though, did he?
While I was down in the abyss, someone was trying to use me to open a door down there. For knowledge against his patron.
That feels like a big deal.
Yeah. I trusted this being, but he ended up just using me. If it wasn't for Pigug and Oreo and them, I'm pretty sure I'd still be down there.
I'm sorry that it happened. It doesn't feel good to be used like that. I'm glad you're back with us, though. Why are you talking about all this now?
I wrote a letter for Eloquent, and I pulled that one out. I wanted to know if he'd be on this plane, so it'd be easier to send this to him.
Hmm. Well, I'm not sure exactly if he is, but his letter to me, he didn't say where he was going, just that he had something that he had to do. And I respected it because I did something similar once.
Something similar to that tattoo?
Basically, right? But before that, a long time ago, it doesn't matter. The fact is, I had a reason for leaving, and I made my choice thinking it was the right thing.
Was it?
I'm really not sure, but my decisions brought me here, so maybe in the end it was. I hate to give this up, but maybe there's a way, and I pull out the pendant with the little stormy eye inside it, that we could use this to send it to him. This is how I got here, how he and I got here.
No. I may have a way, but if Kendrick can't do it, I might have a way. We'll use that as a last resort, though. But there's also can we also trust Ardrin?
I think so. He seems like a good man. We haven't
And-
spoken much, but you know, to dedicate yourself to the resistance like he has, and to help us even though he didn't know us well at all. I mean, that speaks to his character, right?
So trying to figure out who all this resistance is.
It seems like it's pretty slapped together at this point.
Yeah. I want to talk to Carp, but I'm afraid if I do that, I might have the madness interfere.
You think that there's madness going on with you, then you've decided that's what's happening? Like for sure? I know you've said it before, but
She said that she knew exactly what I had to go through during the abyss, and I'm pretty sure anything that knows that isn't good.
okay, well,
Even Carp couldn't really see where I was.
in that case, I feel like it's worth the risk. You know, we all saw what that did to Aliquin, right? I saw it coming, and when he told me he was fine, I ignored it, and look where that got him. So for you, let's not take any chances. If you think talking to Afril is what we need to do, then that's what we need to do. And I don't know exactly how we'd mask it. I mean, he's come to us in a dream before, right? So,
Yeah.
maybe we just put you to sleep and let him come to us instead.
I think that'd be the best thing to do, actually. If I use anything of my oracle, that's what I know. That's what she wants.
Then, right, until we know more, that's not what we won't have you use that connection. We'll find a way to make Afril be the one who starts it. Maybe we need to send him a message first, like through Kindred, and tell him he needs to get in touch.
I think that'd be the best, but can you do it just in case? If you know.
Oh, can I do it?
No, get a hold of Kindred for this, just in case if you know who's listening.
Right. Yeah, okay. That shouldn't be a problem. I saw the tunnel when took us on. And I don't know exactly how far it is. Maybe... Oh, he doesn't use these, does he? Does he? Hey, Kindred, are you there? Kindred.
God damn it.
There must be some interference.
No, I mean, I think at the moment, Ardrin, Kindred, Renan, and Sonder are having a really great time in a little bar in the sandworm. So we'll say that for a second there is a little bit of hesitation, and then a very somewhat drunk sounding Kindred, maybe on the tipsy side sounding Kindred. It's like, hey, what's up?
I don't know. Can this wait?
Hello? You all right? Is everything okay?
Literally had one drink.
Kindred's like passed out on the thing. It's just his mind speaking.
Weak.
Just
Is everything okay? Are you guys safe?
It's fine. We're safe, but when you get a chance, can you come by this way?
Sure. Are you sure you're all right?
I don't think it's like urgent, but it's like looking at Galil like semi-urgent.
Okay, I'll gather my things. Can you give me a couple minutes?
Yeah, I'm like I said, semi-urgent. So do what you need to do, and we'll see you soon.
All right.
Actually, you know what? You don't even really need to go anywhere. Just tell Afriel that he needs to talk to Galil.
Whoa. Okay. Let me make sure that I can do that. Yes? Maybe? Yeah, he has it. Okay. Just double check. I was like, does he have send? He does have send.
Or maybe, you know what? Tell someone, Neferu, whoever, to tell Afriel that Afriel needs to talk to Galil.
Okay.
Cousin to tell.
So we're playing a game of telephone. I love
Yay,
it.
telephone.
All right. Yeah. Just give me a couple minutes. I'll make sure the message gets passed along.
Thank you.
Not an owl.
So after you see Iskra standing there, just kind of pacing a little bit and making hand motions as if she's speaking, but she's just using her thoughts through the
I'm like,
spice
oh,
memory.
that's what we look like.
She's I turn back to you. Well, yeah, who's gonna pass the message along? So I guess now we just wait.
Okay. What else are you guys doing? In the meantime. Galil.
Drinks and Dulcimer time.
Sure.
You know, that sounds really good. Like I said, I haven't got the grime off me yet, so maybe I'll meet you downstairs.
All right. And then I'm gonna get up and head out. Then.
Oh, I asked as you're going to the door. What was your name? The halfling gal who's been helping us out.
Floria.
I mean, that
Oh,
was
sorry.
in character.
Sorry. I thought you couldn't remember. Sorry. Gotcha.
She's gonna get us some clothes so we fit in here a little better, you know, not so beat up
Sweet. Maybe less conspicuous too.
or precisely. Although, since the people who stay here are rich, it's kind of like we have to be more conspicuous to be less conspicuous.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Fancy.
Anyway, you've got some coming too, so.
Okay, sweet. I'll see you later then.
Okay, see you in a little bit.
All right.
Yeah,
So,
I'm gonna head down to the like spa / baths and get everything get pampered down there.
okay. Perfect. So you're gonna go down to the spa?
Mhm.
Alrighty. Let me see here. Is this the one that I need? Okay. I lost the paper. It's fine. Okay. As you go down there, Floria meets you kind of meet her as she's coming up the stairs. Oh, hi. I thought I would let you know that I have made arrangements with Wind, and she is going to provide you with a dress or something to wear to help you kind of blend into, the surroundings a little bit. Should help kind of make it a little easier.
Yeah, is awesome.
I mean,
I didn't expect it so fast. I really appreciate it.
well, like I said, I mean, it's not like I'm going out and grabbing it. It's just, being got for you. Hold on. Calm down. It's just being got for you. So it's fine. Honestly, it's no trouble at all. But everything all right?
For the most part, just adventuring kind of takes it out of you a little, right?
Sure. I've never really traveled much, but I would imagine why not? But are you gonna go down to the you're gonna go down to the spa, kind of take care of yourself a little bit?
I'm carrying a towel. Yeah, that was the idea.
Then let me lead you down. Let me show you where to go. Your friend, the big furbolg guy, Sol. He's over there right now.
Son?
Sun, moon. I don't remember. One of those things. One of the celestial bodies. I'll show you where to go. And you can meet up with him down there.
Yeah, all right, I'll lead the way.
Cool. So she leads you down to the spa, and I'm gonna turn off the crowd. See, now you are inside, with the windows closed. All right. So, as you go down there, we switch scenes now over to the Sandworm and find the bar in which we have our lovely Sonder, Renan, and Ardrin, and our little friend Talbot. It hasn't been too long. You guys have been kind of hanging out. As you guys have been talking, Kindred has been going over his notes, and you see him kind of stop what he's doing and looking around. And then, as he is thinking about it, he starts gathering and putting his things together. I am gonna go back to the room and do some more of the studying here. He kind of looks lost in thought, as if he's thinking about something.
You all right over there?
Yeah. No, it's fine. I just got a lot of ciphering to do, and I think that there's probably something really important here. Tabob pokes his little lizard head over the counter. Are you sure you want to take a drink to go? I can make you something else. Whatever you like. No, I'm fine. And he grabs his the papers and puts them in his arm, and you guys enjoy. I'll be back in the room, and I know my way back. He tells Tabob as he's coming around the corner. Oh, okay. I'll stay here then.
So
You be sure to
Talbot,
call
you were
if you
telling me
need
about
something.
this book.
I was like, what? What book? A book?
How's sales going?
Well, I sold it in 35 seconds after I to put it
Learn
out
how
for
to
sale.
make these drinks.
Yeah, it's fine.
I was everyone else has got a drink, and I feel the need to, I guess, go for something alcoholic at this point.
Alcohol. Sure.
Would
You
you
want-
know how to make a simple mint julep? Mint julep.
Yes, I know exactly how to make one of those. Give me just a moment, and I will get right on that. Okay, just don't move. I have just the thing. And he as Kindred walks out the door, he skitters past him out into the hallway and is gone for a second, leaving the three of you behind at the moment.
I'm very excited what he's going to
No,
come back with.
If that poor boy gets any more wound up, we're going to have to start calling him a spring.
Alright. Kendra leaves.
Is that kind of normal for Kindred to kind of skive off like that? Or
Yeah, pretty normal. It happens.
Normal when it comes to kindred is relative, but yes.
Hopefully it's not related to that mushroom again. That was kind of weird.
The
By
mushroom.
the way, I was able to get it off of this person. Soul has it now, but I noticed he's still acting that way towards the one that he currently has, so I don't think it's the mushroom itself.
Perhaps it was the touching of the mushroom.
Perhaps. Soul does not seem to be, but then again, he is a druid.
wait, which one of you got it off of him? It was you.
Yes. I've
And
also
you're
touched
not,
it. and
you're not
I felt
acting
nothing.
smartly.
No.
I mean, you
Maybe
were having a full-on out-of-body mental palace conversation with Fume. Are you sure that that was something that actually happened, or?
It happens. It's a monk shit.
It's what monks do. We just go off on our own sometimes.
All right. I mean, I had to ask.
Yes, what the most impressive piece of monk shit, as you put it, was something that I actually witnessed the last plane that I was on. One of them just running across water.
Yes. Yeah, that's something we can do. Liquids. Different things.
Sure.
You have seen Iskra walk up water droplets in the sky? Yes?
That one's new to me,
Oh,
but I've seen
dude,
her.
what?
She ran up rain?
Don't
I've
recall
seen her
this.
be water.
Oh yeah,
That one's a little bit new.
She used the rain like a staircase. Escalator. Wait, staircase. We don't have those.
I do have a tendency to ignore staircases, so
Pretty
I
cool.
mean, barring the airship, that's one of the coolest things that's ever been described to me.
oh, you
Now I
think
kinda
the
wanna see her
airship
do
was
it.
impressive?
What else you got?
Monk shit?
Large metal containers taking you between planets at a very high speed. It's rather disorienting, I must say. I'm not from somebody who flies. Don't
Say what
recommend.
now?
No matter.
No. Let's round back to that.
Tall Bob comes back. I got it! Poof. Places a giant pot on the countertop and yanks out the plant that was on there just a moment ago. Turns back around.
He's taking a sip of the whiskey sour and just like almost snorts it out my nose. Like
You just see him come back
Oh, that's
around.
kinda
He grabs the a handful from some little like bag of like dried green leaves and like puts them in a glass and starts like using like a kind of like a pestle just into the glass itself. Sticks the plant in and looks about rather quickly. Finds a bottle and takes it out and then just like and starts pouring it into the thing.
That's sound effect.
And it pushes it over to you as there is now a tulip hanging out of a
That's adorable though.
out of a
I
thing.
love that.
see, the thing I'm interested in is like now I want to know if this is actually any good.
I
I'm gonna try
mean,
it.
Some tulips are edible.
Fragrant, yeah.
It looks
Like an orchid?
like a nice little garnish. The only thing I would say that is a little weird is the little small chunks of like brown that are like circling the freshly. It's like it looks like the muddled mint, so like maybe it's dry mint a little bit, so it's kind of like lawn clippings and dirt just kind of circling the bottom of this glass.
I'm gonna try it.
Okay. Constitution
Watch it
check
intently.
for me.
Oh, okay.
We haven't had to make any yet, and the monk
Yeah.
had to make one? Good God.
No,
Where do you think
it went
Kindred
from
really
15. Like, it was down on 15, and then it just randomly, like, hit 5. So 7. It's not
there's-
poison or disease, right?
No. It's just kind of really strong, but also at the same time, I had to go back to this one. It's at one part really strong, also just kind of gross in that there's like the little chunks of dirt that are now gritty in your teeth, and you have to. The only drink before you right now is more of the same drink, so you do that and kind of like swish it around inside so that you can
do that,
wash the dirt away.
Try to play it off and then spit it back in to the glass.
So, what do you think? What do you think?
Really good. Yeah, I needed that.
I'm so excited. That's really great. I am gonna write that down and make sure that I keep it for later. Who knows? Someone else might ask for a mint tulip, so it'll go and come in handy.
It seems like it'd be really popular with druids and earth genasies, I think.
Good to know. I don't know any druids, but there are a few Earth Genasi here in town, I think. So if they ever come back by again, they can put liquor away like a lot. So
Yeah.
I will make sure that I try and present that to them. I'll even tell my bosses. I'm sure that they will love hearing about this brand new concoction that I've made. They'll be really proud.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. So,
Why did the acquired taste?
Would you say it's a bit earthy?
Bit earthy. Gritty.
you have tinnitus now? ma. All right. Just go back looking for a new job. So, yeah, probably.
All that grit irritation in the water genasi is going to start making pearls.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
So, as you guys, what are you guys wanting to do for the next little bit? Anything in particular? Just kind of chill and vibe.
What time is it again? It's about noonish.
Yeah, about
Maybe
noon.
a little after.
Mhm.
Okay. Is Tall Bob still in the room or no?
Yeah.
Or did he?
He's putting like the jars of alcohol back into the shelves.
Hey, Big Robert, is there a?
What? Who? What?
Well, I don't know you well enough to call you by your nickname, so I'm going more formal.
Oh no! It's fine. Tall Bob's all right with me. Don't worry about it. I was very confused. I was like, how did you know my cousin? But he's not here, so it was really weird.
Your bosses have any kind of event planned for tonight, or like when does this place open up to the general crowd?
Well, we're a little more on the wholesale kind of thing. We provide to a lot of the bars and taverns here in town. So sometimes we'll have like little shindigs and whatever. But I don't think they're gonna do anything tonight. Last I heard, they're actually gonna go and watch the races. The last day of the races is today. And it's kind of a big deal because they're gonna go right outside the door.
Oh, they're gonna Grand Prix it right through here.
Yeah.
Whoa.
They do the last day of the race is like a very simple. It just kind of goes around and around and around, and it's gonna go right past the fortress. It cuts all the way down past the harbor, goes through the merchant way that cuts the city in half, and then comes back around again. And they kind of do a couple of laps of those. I've never really been able to watch because they always go, and I always had to stay, which is fine. It's a lot. There's a lot happening. There's a lot of people there, and it kind of gets a little hard for me to see since I'm a little on the shorter side. But
Not to mention you with any kind of anxiety is a terrifying thought.
I'm actually really calm. You would think that I would have a lot of anxiety being as small as I am, but I don't get really fazed by a lot. I mean, sometimes I let things bother me, but I think I do it more on purpose. I mean, not to say that I do it on purpose, because that sounds like a crazy person who does that. But anyway, so what were we talking about? Oh, the races. That's right, the races. Yeah, they come right past here. It's really great.
Now, other than walking out the front door, is there a little spot where we can actually walk out and view it? Like, is there a balcony or anything?
Well, you could probably go to the top of the brewery and see it from the rooftops. I mean, that's always acceptable. There's a lot of people that go up to the rooftops of the buildings. It's probably one of the safer spaces. They kind of keep the trackways clear, just because giant sail fangs kind of tend to, run by at high speeds, and if any of them slip up, it could get messy, and you don't want to be crushed by one of those. They might even try, at least I've been told, they could try and even eat you as like a speed boost. I don't know if that's for real, if they were just trying to scare me from going to see it, but they said that I was maybe a little bit of a snack, and they just pick me up as they go
They might
along.
have meant that in a different way.
We would just have to put a name tag on you that says bite size.
I don't think that's exactly what I was going for, but it's fine if anybody wants to go. I mean, he looks around, even though there's like clearly nobody else in the room, and like leans a little conspiratorially. I mean, I don't know if you're supposed to be outside. Wynn didn't say that you had to stay indoors, but I just don't know if if you're wanting to stay low key. Well, I guess there's a lot of people outside. I don't know. You do what you want.
Well, what about a window or something? We can look out one of those, can't we?
No. Yes. No. Yes. No.
I mean, I
Alright,
suppose
well,
that I could
Bob.
always do minor
Okay.
illusion on myself and make myself look like a statue.
Okay. There's like windows that are on the upper levels, but those are technically like the day herd's like living quarters. They live on the top floor, so we could probably sneak in there because they're not gonna be here. So as long as you don't make a mess or go snooping around or anything, then I'm sure it'll be fine. They're not even gonna know that you were in there, right? So what could possibly
Well,
go
we don't
wrong?
have to violate their hospitality, but one thing maybe you could do for me. Do you think you can mark out on Saunders' map here the path that this race takes? Just out of curiosity.
Sure. Yeah. Give me just hand that over here, and I'll do that. Boom. Oh, thank you. I wish I had something long and tubular to bring out too, like easy if you had handed it to me, but I don't have any paper nearby. And my other map is
See,
indisposed.
what you do is you get like a small roll of paper for Sonder to try to hand, and like a
There,
big
yeah.
map
And then you
one
just- yeah.
grab.
Okay. Okay. Let's see here.
I'm gonna take another sip of that drink, but like just a little bit, just a sip.
Are you trying to siphon out the alcohol bits?
Yeah,
Wait for it to settle and then drink from the top
there
down.
you go. This drink is really good. I would love to even tell your bosses himself how good it is, if you're willing to let us know where they'll be staying, watching the races.
Oh, well, I mean, I don't know where they're gonna go. They might be. No, they're not gonna be here. They usually just leave for the races. I don't know where they go. They don't really ever tell me because like I said, I'm not really allowed to leave whenever they're not here. So,
That's a shame.
it's fine. It's fine. I mean, it's not like I really care to go outside anyway. What am I gonna do out there? Just get lost? And the Empire's kind of just weird, so it's fine. I'll just stay here. I am doodling this real freaking fast.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, imagine that me, not having a map of something already planned out.
Imagine not being ready.
Imagine. God, Aaron, why are you so stupid? Okay. Map cam.
God, Aaron. God.
God. Let's see.
Jamie would already
Give us
been
your
done
tots,
by
tall
now.
Bob.
Give us your thoughts. Let's see here. Okay. There we go. Focus. There you go.
Nice.
Focus. Map cam activated.
Mapcam.
So in a really terrible display of drawmanship,
Oh my god.
the wow, Salted Prince is like one of these buildings up here. You are currently in this building here. So he kind of just draws a path that kind of like winds its way through the city. And actually technically it goes like this, but it's fine. Because the merchant street path that you have goes like that. So this is let's see,
Fortress
north.
up there.
Fortress would be this like thing.
Slums kind of thing.
Yeah, this thing is here, the fortress.
Can you put a circle where we are right now?
That middle. Yeah,
Okay. Oh wow, so we're that close.
Mm-hmm.
we'll be right along the parade side.
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah, I meant
So
like we're
you-
that close to the fortress. I didn't realize it was.
Mm-hmm.
We could throw a rock
And that-
at it from here.
And then over here is the Salted Prince. Dudros's shop, I believe, I remember, is like on this side somewhere. Or in this general vicinity, right? And the shield towers is like right over here or so. Probably. The harbor where you guys were at was this area.
and then where
And
we met
then-
up with the cat and spying and all that.
Would probably have been around here. Because it was not far from the merchant way, remember when you had gone up one of the main avenues that went up
Yeah.
that direction? So it was like up that way.
Okay.
Aaron, we need specifics, please. Sorry, I should have drawn this to scale. I did intend, at first I was like, I don't need a map for, oh, you jerk. Galil. You ass.
Let's get into some city.
Yes. Aaron,
okay,
go
well,
on. Go
what
ahead.
Else, what else do you want to know where it's at? I mean,
What's this about players being able to spend channel points now? I thought we had.
That was for the inspiration.
Inspiration. Yeah. That's fine. You want some more mental picture. So here we are. The race goes like through this area here. It starts, I think it starts somewhere on this side. We're just gonna say it goes there. And generally speaking, like there's usually there's a lot of crowd here in this area that kind of watches, because this is where it like makes the start and finish. And they can kind of see if you're like, I've heard, because I've never been there, but I've heard if you sitting at the very top, you can kind of see them as they come down this direction and then curve around again. Generally speaking, that's like the safest places. I'm not gonna say that the people who do these races don't play fair, because obviously that would be wrong, but they don't play fair. So if any funny business happens, it's like out of sight, because then it's like, oh no, what happened? I fell in the water. Pfft, and they burn.
Wait, my map.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's like doodling. He's like, do you have any red? If I have some red, I can draw like the fire and just really bring it out. Oh, and just goes a little ham.
You zoom out, you can see where the war crimes are happening.
Oh no! Redlining.
Yeah.
Literal
So-
lighting.
So, anything else you would like?
An eraser.
Eraser.
It's just been drawing on your priceless map with ketchup.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
basically.
really nice map that you bought from Arena, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it won't be the first time.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm sure you got white out, right? That's how that stuff works.
Yeah, probably. He probably does.
I'm
Something like
ending,
that.
it's not helping.
All right. So,
Well, thanks for that.
Yeah,
Kinda
of
gave
course.
us a better picture of what's going on
That's-
here.
Yeah.
you know, I
Should
mean,
take a
I've
picture
been
of
in.
that.
I mean, I can, and I'll send it to you.
Wait. Okay. Cool. Yeah, that'll be good.
Not that I don't know what all you can literally do with that, but there you go.
Nope,
I
no
have
until we die.
It's good
True.
representation. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I have tried to draw this city like 3 or 4 times already, and every time I'm just like, why? I mean, they're not going to be in this city for long, and then I'm just like saying that to myself. Meanwhile,
One eternity later.
you guys are still here, so it's not that big of a deal. All right. So that being said, what are you guys doing? Anything else, or you're just kind of chilling out for right now? Move to the next scene. What do you want to do?
Yeah, that's
I think
all I had
it
off the
might
top of my
be.
head.
I think it might be good that we try and find them, whatever they might be watching the races.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if you really want to, I can ask them. They're still here. They haven't left for the day. They're still setting up the races. You probably have at least a little closer to sundown. And that's generally when they start clearing the streets. There'll be a lot of soldiers out there just making sure that nobody stays. I mean, they're not going to stop everybody. If you want to try and run across, then that's on you. But they're generally going to be like clearing out the streets in that route.
So, actually, a couple of thoughts come to mind. This gets around every other year, I guess, right? And
Yeah.
on average, how many spectators would you say die at this point in the spectacle?
I don't really know. I feel like there's
Worked out
usually
very
some
quickly.
sort of accidents that happen. Normally, it's the ones who are riding the animals. Like, they're the ones who either, like, get eaten or die or fall off or get buried or burned or electrocuted, stoned. We had one that just, like, flew up into the air and just never came down again. We don't know what happened to him. That was really weird. Sometimes the sail things can be a little unpredictable, if you know what I mean. They've had so many that ran away and then they're, like, searching for them, and sometimes they're found after eating a couple of people. It is a dangerous sport, but it's they. So, what are you gonna do? That's we live in danger all the time.
I mean, that tracks with what we've seen so far.
Yeah.
Now, there's usually like a place where the victory podium is, and where like all the jockeys hang out, and where like the high and mighty of society kind of camp out.
Right.
Would you happen to know where that is?
It points back at the map, the part where the start finishes. Usually that's where they're gonna end up. After that, I think they usually like host a banquet or something for the victor and whatever the company is or their sponsors, that kind of thing. They usually kind of put them over there on the inside of the fortress. As far as I know. They kind of keep them. It's very private, hush hush kind of. You have to be invited to come and hang out with us, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Well, you know what you got to do for yourself next year? You got to be a sponsor.
Me? Well, I could never. I don't know anything about the races. Obviously, I clearly don't know anything about what like the racetracks or like how they work. Clearly,
It's just about slapping your name and a sticker on the side of a racing animal in this case.
I mean, I
Just
don't
about
know
getting
what
an eyes-on product.
I don't know if Tall Bob would look good on a sail thing. It would be weird.
Well, you got to give it a little bit of an angle, a little bit of a whoosh. Give something people get excited about.
I mean, I guess I have a year to think about it, but I just don't know if I have really the money to put into something like that. They cost a lot, they eat a lot, and I don't know, where I would get those kind of resources here. Plus, I not to say that they don't pay me well here, but I don't really make a whole lot of money. You know what I mean? It's fine.
Actually, if you don't mind, can you hold on to something for me?
Sure.
Yeah, I want you to close your eyes, though. I don't want you to be peeking yet. I need
I
you
like
to
elbow you.
His his eyes go a little beady, and he's just like, okay.
And he's just gonna
elbow
put
you and pass
a
you
little
some,
coin
too.
purse
Oh,
of 100 gold as a bit of seed money to get him going. Because I want to see that book succeed. Damn it!
okay.
Hate you.
Damn.
I don't know what I was expecting, but I was not expecting that.
So
it's
in
just-
3 years of us playing, in 3 years, we will return to Amrutlar.
Oh yeah,
I
he'll
love,
just be like
after.
Quark on DS9, just like owning the station at this point.
Yeah, after the campaign is all over, he's mayor of Amrutlar, and
I would say
He's the new corporate overlord.
I would say he owns his own bar full of very unique drinks.
Everyone
It's a
pretends that they're
sports
like
bar, though. It's a self
acquired-
racing sports bar.
Yeah, everyone
Poison.
thinks it's very fancy drinks because they're
Nobody
it's
actually likes them.
delicious. Right, because they're so posh and fancy.
It's like the Emperor's new clothing, except for beverages.
Exactly.
It's just water, but you use your imagination, and it's amazing. Okay, so he like, oh, it's really heavy. Can I peek now?
Now, I want you to put that away and save that for a rainy day.
Can I open my eyes?
Yes, you can.
Ah! He like jumps back and like drops the bag on the countertop. Like, oh god! Wait, did you mean to do that? Did you do that on purpose?
I mean, presumably.
Hey, are you saying that
I
money's for
kind of
me?
just put my foot on, like, oh god, I can't believe I'm going to describe it this way, on that coin purse, and I'm going to push it forward.
Oh yeah.
That's a lot of money. I mean, I appreciate your generosity, but I don't want to. You don't have to kind of spend that kind of money on a lizard like me. I mean, I appreciate it. Honestly, I do.
Hey,
but
Bob, what did I tell you earlier?
that I'm gonna put my name. Oh yeah, you did say that. That's right.
I'm going to pick the bag back up and just grab his hand while he's having his moment and just like, fold his fingers over the thing, just push it towards him, just no, don't tell no one, and you spend it on you.
Okay. He's just like, okay, just cuddle, like carries it and hold like a teddy bear that he just does not want to let go. I'll try and remember to do some really good things with that. I am a tall pop. I will not cry. I'm gonna put this away. And he like,
You're the tallest, Bob.
it's like skitters by you real fast out the door again.
Ardrin is now the new Oprah.
Yeah, you get a selfing and you get a selfing.
Except when I do it, I don't fuck up your tax bracket.
There you go. Oh my god. All right.
Thank you, Sander.
You almost
That
made me
is-
spit my drink out. Jeez.
That is pure vodka, Sander. Oh my god. Here, you can have that.
Okay.
Well done. I didn't realize what you were doing until just now. You
I
always
was
had
waiting for him to take the next sip.
you had the angles almost perfectly done. Oh, it's great. I think it's so if you go this way, right?
Yeah, I would have to go.
Point this way. Yeah,
Whatever.
down that direction. Yeah. So it will be your right hand upper side, I think. Up there. Yeah, there you go. There you go. We'll get this eventually. There you go. Hey, you did it. Oh my god. It's brilliant. These are the
What's
moments.
Oh wow.
Teamwork.
A little
Teamwork.
Yeah, that's
Oh yeah. Hey, I can beat you.
Oh,
This?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, true.
For y'all who don't know, Galil's actually the Flash. He just
Magic.
ran over there miles away.
He portaled.
He portaled. Amazing. Well done, guys. Well done.
Now you're
Liberals.
thinking with Galil's.
Exactly.
That was good.
Oh my god. All right. So, well
Wait,
done.
did you actually give him the soda?
No, I had to toss it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Beautiful. This is the content that everybody wants to see. All right. So,
And thank you
youth.
to Tall Bob for being a distraction.
You're welcome. What are you three just kind of chilling for right now until you figure out what to do afterwards? Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we're trying to just lay low for now.
Okay.
I'll rest. I'll rest for an hour.
Yeah, for sure.
That's cool.
Do like a long rest or a short rest. Sorry.
Sure, rest. Yeah.
Perfect. Let's go with Iskra and Soul. As Iskra, as you spend the next like hour or so, they give you a nice full body massage. You smell of lavender oils and all sorts of yummy, delicious things. Whatever your favorite scents are, we're gonna go with those. Fully relaxed. After which you are brought to kind of like a chamber that has a couple of pools of water. And they're kind of simmer, I would say. And you see amongst the steamy room that in one of the pools, Soul is currently like relaxing in a hot tub. What were you gonna say, Soul?
Oh, I was gonna say I was actually gonna leave already.
Oh, okay. Well,
You see it, Soul, get up.
get up.
Because I think he already had a bath, so he was just doing the massage. I think like the
Yeah, but
spa massage.
if you're doing the spa after your massage, they're gonna put you in the bath to kind of like relax your muscles after the. It's especially suggested since the last time you said that you are extremely ticklish and sensitive. So then you being kind of now uptight after all of that are being let to soak to kind of just relax. So your second bath in a very short amount of time. But you see Galil as she like Galil. You see Iskra. Oh man, you see Iskra as she like dips into the water in a pool that is like adjacent to yours.
I like wave at Soul. Like, hi Soul, this is pretty nice, huh? She smells like coriander and olive leaves.
Hello, Iskra. Did you happen to hear anything earlier coming from here?
Like, what do you mean? Like, is it that kind of spa?
No. Wait, do they do that on purpose?
On purpose.
I don't. It's okay. Don't. If you heard nothing, that is good. I just, I just don't. If they say anything, just, you don't believe them if they say something about me or something.
Isrika turns her head sideways and like laughs. She knows that Soul is probably just being Soul, but it's amusing nonetheless. It's like,
Yeah, his face is blushing too, right now.
Perfect.
like, yeah, I didn't hear a thing.
Okay, that's good. Pretty good walls then. Lots of space between.
All right.
Galil and I are gonna probably get some drinks upstairs in a little bit. So if you want to join us, I'm probably gonna play some music too. You could break out your flute.
Okay, I think I would like that. I'm actually gonna go return now that I have been here for a little while. This is my second time in water. Getting kind of pruny.
I love it.
So it's just gonna stand up and
I like turn my head as he stands.
What would you say, Aaron? Is there like towels nearby, or is there like an attendant there?
No, there's like little towels that whenever you go in there, they kind of just place up really large for you a comforter by the by the edge of the pool where you can easily grab it and wrap yourself up.
So he's going to grab it and just kind of like dry himself off, haphazardly drop it, and then just walk out back upstairs. He's gonna go back to his room. He's gonna go through his pack so that he can get the silk pajamas out. And, but he noticed that he saw that mushroom still in there.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot about this. I think Sonda gave it to me to hide it from Kindred. And so he's going to just kind of plop down on the ground, on the floor, in his room. And I want to do a nature check on this mushroom.
Ooh, okay. Perfect.
11.
11. What does your magic look like?
So he is going to just kind of examine it for a little bit, turn it around, sniff it, do a little taste test on it. And then just kind of, with a little bit of druid energy on the palm of his hand, kind of just like feel around it and see what he picks up, if anything, or just some kind of information of what it is, because he's never seen that before.
Sure. You start to cast this magic and it swirls in and around the mushroom. And it's a little weird, only because as this magic goes and as it pours through the mushroom, as it comes out, it almost for a second comes out like this dark swirling mass as it just kind of goes through the mushroom and around it. And it starts to float in your hand as this mushroom kind of rotates with the magic. It is not normal. It is not a mushroom that is from here by any means. Okay. It is not from this plane. This is strange, and as you like look at it and it floats in, it almost looks like it starts to bleed from the top. Like black ooze kind of pour. It's almost like little beads of sweat. But as it just floats in your hand, it starts popping up with these little black spots that then run down the sides and bleed a little bit. And as it like hits the magic, they sizzle. Just like burning away, and then it stops. You could say it was almost a defensive mechanism, in that as it's being handled, all of a sudden this magic is touching it. It kind of like tries to defend itself. And as that magic kind of swirls around it and you're not touching it, it just sizzles and burns with the druidic magic as you like set it down on the ground. And as soon as you set it down and the spell ends, that reaction stops. And it doesn't look any less or more than it was before. It appears untouched and the same.
That is different. So I'm going to try something. I'm going to take a seed from my backpack, whatever I have, and do druidcraft on it to make it bloom into a flower. I'm going to do it over again with the mushroom to see if I can cause the same effect. But now I'm gonna try to see what happens if I get the flower to touch the black ooziness, just to see what happens.
Okay. Roll an Arcana check for me, if you will. Be so kind.
Noted. Soul is not a science major. Waft.
19.
19? Ooh, perfect. Okay. You cast this magic once again, and it spreads over the mushroom. And you've now created. What kind of little plant did you have? What is like a flowering plant, or is just like a little green plant? What is it?
We'll say it is. I have an image in my head, and I don't know what kind of flower that is. It's just like a bright yellow flower.
Dandelion?
Yeah, only a bigger size. Like it looks almost like a rosy kind of.
Okay. Like a chrysanthemum, maybe a little bigger version of that. Something like that. Just a big yellow flower, we'll say.
Yeah. Like the one from Tangled, remember?
I don't know. Let me go open my body.
Dreamy's probably over there shouting at the screen because now that she's doing all this plant stuff. Are you like just dipping? It starts reacting again, and it starts popping up those little beads of black ooze. Are you like just dipping the flower in it to see what the reaction is?
Yeah. I'm just gonna see how it reacts.
Like ink to water, the reaction is instant. It spreads through the first petal it touches, but it literally looks like it moves as when you drop like food coloring or whatever into water, and it starts doing that weird smokiness. It does that to the petal, and as soon as it reaches the base, it starts spreading outwards to the others, and it doesn't turn it black, but you can see it spread quickly throughout the flower, and you almost drop the flower because it almost looks like it's coming down the stem, but before it reaches where your fingers are, it just kind of stops and fades into the flower, and it looks completely normal.
Okay, so now I'm gonna stop what I'm doing to the mushroom and do the same thing to the flower. Now I'm gonna do a nature check on that just to see if it looks like something has changed within it.
Okay. Yeah.
That's the same one I got the last time, so 9.
9. The magic works to the flower, and you can sense that there is something off about the flower, but it doesn't give you the same strong reaction like the mushroom did. And it doesn't react the same way. It doesn't bleed or do the ink. It just feels slightly different somehow.
I don't like that. I'm gonna druid craft and burn the flower.
It burns, but in doing so, as it burns away, and a little tuff of smoke comes up from the quick immolation of it, the smoke lingers in the air for a little bit. It almost looks like the release of spores before it fades into the air. It doesn't move. It just kind of hangs there for a minute before it fades, just like smoke, but it wasn't quite just like smoke. Sandra, I think I saw your fingers up a minute ago. Were you going to say something?
Just that the flower from the Tangled is based off of a lily.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's what it is. Lily. Thank you. Okay. I don't like this mushroom. He's gonna put it back in his pack and just kind of wait until he hears what sounds like, if he can hear it at all, Iskra returning back to the area, her room.
Okay. So yeah, I thought you did this in your room. You did this in
I
your
did
room,
in my
right?
room.
Okay.
But I do technically
Oh
have to
wait,
go
I'm
past
in the
his
top
room.
or I'm in the bottom?
You're
I'm
on
in
the bottom, the
right?
larger one. Yeah, the bottom.
Right. So then I'll just keep an ear out to see if I can notice when Iskra returns back to the area to go up.
Okay. Cool beans. All right. Then I will say that Iskra, as you are enjoying yourself and getting ready to relax, or you have been relaxing for a little bit, how long would you like to stay here?
Not a super long time since I told Galil we're gonna do stuff together.
Yeah.
But you know, enough to decompress.
Sure. Cool. Alrighty. So you're not, like you said, not there for terribly long. But eventually you feel like you have spent your time in the water, has stayed consistently warm and bubbly. It has a nice little like steam that goes up.
Would you look at that? I like interact with the water a little bit, letting it like spin around my hand and fall back into the tub.
There is a moment where as you're doing so, that you can feel like your link and your control to it, and it kind of just swirls around your arm, less so with gravity now as it is under your will, as it kind of moves up and rotates around, and it almost forms little beads, pearl-like little beads of water that just rotate and around and do these little intricate dances up and down your arm.
I'm gonna kind of have fun with that and just sort of with a little, almost a snap, spin them off into a bunch of little beads now and out into the area.
Okay.
And just smile at it and zip them around and let them drop.
I love it. You do that, and you hear, you stay there for a little bit longer before you finally are set and ready. And you get up, and you wrap yourself in the towel, looking about this empty space with the misty air. You hear the door open, and Floria walks in. She looks over at you and she makes eye contact. She kind of does smile. And she turns and opens the door all the way, and a man walks inside. He's got a towel around his waist, well-built body, covered in scars. His hair is gone. You can see the it's not so much that his hair has shaved or any such things. It's more a matter of there is scarring from the middle of his head, or from the middle, just above his forehead line, all the way back.
Interesting. Okay.
The scarring looks strangely like it's been scalped, and not so much like it was any sort of burn. Just one large scar that kind of bubbles and creases down the back of his head. From the back of his neck down across his back, you see very intricate black and bluish gold tattoos that kind of curl down his back to his disappearing below the back of his towel.
Do his tattoos, from what I can see from this angle, is there any discernible pattern or object or creature to them that would help give me an idea of...
Make a perception check.
All right. Time
Sure.
for the eyeball.
Sure, it'll be fine. Yeah, use it. Use the power.
You know what? Maybe this is his first contact lenses, because that, my friends, was a 23.
Nice.
No more single digits for me, baby.
Perfect. You like gathering your robe a little tighter. He walks over to the pool that was past the one that Sol had been using. Doesn't acknowledge you at all as he like walks past, and you can see Floria looks nervous. But you watch his back as he turns, looks down at the water very impassively. There are aspects of this tattoo that remind you of magic. It doesn't look like, per se, a spell circle or any sort of arcane, but it has something to it that gives you arcane vibes. He finally turns to Floria, doesn't say anything, but she just like nods, bows, and walks out of the room. And as she leaves, his eyes travel up the room to look over at you. And there's a moment of him staring and you staring at each other. And you just get the faintest look of like, can I help you? If you were to like gauge that expression,
Yeah.
you're just like,
Well, he saw me looking at him, so
he steps into the water and puts another foot into the water and sits very carefully at the edge and stirs his hand around the water. As he does so, you can hear it starts to bubble hotter and hotter, and the steam gets more intense coming from that pool. It almost looks like he's stepping into a bubbling pot of hot water at this point. Boiling. That's the word I was looking for. And as Floria starts to walk past you, she kind of, out of line of sight, she gestures for you to like go towards the door.
you know what? Yeah. I was thinking about maybe engaging, asking about his tattoo since he saw me looking at him. But
I mean, you can do it if you want. She's just like,
I'm gonna do what Floria suggested with her body language and follow her.
okay. She opens the door for you and allows you to exit. She goes out the door and closes it behind you. You can see her form physically fall a little bit. It's like she like releases a breath that she had been holding. How was your bath?
It was really great. And how was your escorting that guy around? And clearly, he seems like a interesting character, and
Yeah,
thank you for kind of motioning me out. 'Cause
I just figured it'd probably be for the best that you don't linger around. He kind of likes his privacy. He's kind of one of the head honchos here in town. You really don't want to mess with him.
head honchos here in town, like Imperial?
Yes, definitely Imperial. He likes to come to use the spa. I don't really know, why us particularly. From what I understand, the fortress has everything that any of them could want, but he particularly likes the hot baths here. So he comes by and pays well, and Charisma has guaranteed him a place, in his privacy whenever he comes here. So the fact that you were getting out was actually probably well timed.
Does that cause any problems with, some of your other important guests who value privacy here too, with him being around, considering who he is?
Well, let's walk and talk.
Yeah, and walk with her.
She starts leading you back to your room. Well, for the most
Grab
part,
my towel as we're going to be walking up
Yeah.
the stairs.
for the most part, everybody who stays here is either friends of the Empire or knows someone who is friends of the Empire, like merchants and things. They tend to stay here, so they're already in the good graces, I guess you could say. But it's if you mean by like wind and the rest, they have their arrangements, so they're normally fine. As far as I understand, you guys are like a little bit of the wild card, so I just figured it'd probably be best to get you out of there as quick as possible.
So what is he in charge of in particular, if you know?
I really shouldn't be talking about some of the other guests, but let's just say that he's probably bad news if you're trying to stay out of the Empire's way.
Gotcha.
There's a moment where she what? What were you gonna say?
I mean, look, we just want to make sure that we don't cause any problems. So if there's anything more that you know about him that would help me not cause a ruckus here or put you in danger, please let me know.
Okay. Yeah, of course. He doesn't stay here. He just comes for the baths. So he'll be gone, and once he's done, it's fine. You'll be fine. It's fine. She gets you to your door, and I'll say as you were listening, so you hear like the hushed conversation of Iskra and Floria as they go up past your door. She gets you to your door, Iskra. And she like crawls up the stairs to get up to that top floor. She opens the door for you and just seems like she's very pensive. And then she starts to close the door as you go inside. His name is Rule. Rule Blazefellow.
I say the name kind of back quietly to myself. Like, you sure you're gonna be all right, Floria?
He comes all the time. It just makes me nervous. But it's fine. And Wynn should be coming by with your dress this later on if you're wanting to watch the races. You've got a great spot from your window. They go right by outside. So, if you're gonna go anywhere, I would suggest you go before sundown. Just because it gets a little tricky to get in and out of the place unless you're going through other directions.
So we don't have to roleplay the same thing about the races happening in the city.
Yeah.
Esker will ask her the question about races happening inside the city itself.
Okay.
That's a
So
surprise.
so she basically she tells you that that it goes by inside the city and that this is the last day. It's like the more kind of the closer, since there's a smaller number of them, only being 6, that it will take place then.
I think to myself about maybe inviting everybody up here to watch them.
Okay. She closes the door and leaves you for the moment.
And so opens the door.
As she like closed the door, she like turns around and their soul is like, you scared me.
Hello.
She's like, did you enjoy your bath?
Why? What did you hear?
Nothing.
Oh,
She kind of just gives you a look of like, and then I'll see you guys later, all right? And she kind of leaves, leaving, like the door kind of open with Iskra right there. You see the soul is just on the other side, and as we will get back to that, is where we will go on break right now. For the moment, before we continue on to see what is going to transpire next in this crazy little town with a crazy little crew and a
I
real
gotta say, groovy scenes, y'all.
yeah, that's been really great. All right, we'll be back in like 10 minutes. Don't go anywhere, and we'll have enjoy some special messages from our sponsors.
Oh my god. Hi. I didn't see you there. I'm underground sensation Ennifer Cruelich, and I'm here to talk to you today about a revolutionary new product, my very own Lich Fast dietary supplements. You tired of all of those pesky meal plans? Multivitamins, my ass. Now you too can have it all with the souls of the innocents and maybe those who crossed you. Don't believe me? Just see for yourself. We have today a very special guest. Yeah, Nuzuk. Very brave. You did so good. Anyway, if you or someone close to death would like to try our end of days do-it-yourself program, try and get in touch with your local red wizard today. Supplies grow fast, so catch them while they're still breathing. After all, lich fast today, don't die tomorrow. And thank you for having me. It's been so nice.
Bonjour, je suis le grand musique.
Je suis la jeune fille.
Yes, that's Thayan they're speaking. But these children aren't Thayan. They're captured. And they've acquired their amazing new language skills from Muzzy, the remarkable new video language program for children developed by the Red Wizards themselves. In this unique language course, children learn with incredible ease. 4 delightful videos quickly become their favorite part of living in Thay, and teaches children the same way they learned Common. Learning another language becomes fun. All hail the Liches.
We'll charge your credit card $28.17 a month for 6 months plus a one-time shipping cost.
Thank you, Miss Aaron. I didn't realize we were starting already. Anyway, hello, good citizens of the internet. I have some very important questions to ask you. Have you been feeling useless? Do you not know what to do with your life? Well, guess what? Neither did I. That's why I wrote this new, soon-to-be-sold, life-changing, amazing addition to any bookshelf, coffee table, library, doctor's waiting room, or even a water closet. I present to you Bartending for Dummies. Make things just a little more confusing than they need to be. Because why not? Learn in this valuable book how to make drinks based on cues, handle being yelled at for getting drinks wrong, make almost drinkable cocktails, and even make some undrinkable ones as well. In this book, you will find our very own special recipes for such popular drinks such as Long Island tea, mint julep, sex on the beach, and even our very own whiskey sour. Believe me, I've had them all, so you can trust an expert in the field. Excuse me. So, before you do anything else tonight, make sure you get off your tails and go online. Order your very own limited edition one-of-kind masterpiece. Our operator is standing by, so make sure that you call now, because we have limited quantities available. Oh, look! We have our first caller. Well, I guess that's it for me. I will see you next time. Have a good night! Huzzah! Welcome back, everybody. Good to see your lovely faces.
Hey, folks.
Hope you enjoyed our little commercial reel. Now that we have
great.
3 and counting. And then see you come and hang out with me tomorrow as I attempt being a player for the 3rd time in my life. Hopefully this one will go better than my last one because
The
this
last one
no the
was
last one was good. No,
wonderful.
I meant more along the lines of hopefully I can like myself want to do better, like being one person, one voice instead of multiple multiple voices. I'm weaning myself off of DM whatever this
Being
is.
able to shift
Yes.
focus.
Yeah, we'll go with that. That sounds so much nicer than just being crazy.
Just start giving us some long conversations with individual NPCs.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sure that's gonna happen at some point. So, as we start off, Sol, you are there with Iskra. And Iskra, like, are freshly bathed and wrapped in your towel, being very luscious and luminous as you are. What are you guys doing?
Hello, Iskra.
Decided to get some drinks with Khalil and I.
Yes, that sounds nice. I would like that a lot. Thank you.
I still got to change, but in a sec, I'll be there unless you need something.
Where is there?
Just downstairs.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant in your room. Okay, yeah, I will go downstairs.
Although, okay, I'm actually still waiting on clothes. They are gonna be here sooner or later, though. So.
Okay, I will go back into my room.
But I did find out that the Sailfang races are going to be coming through the city. So as long as we kind of need to lay low anyway, I've got a great view from up here. I don't know if you... Come here. And I'm going to walk over to the windows and point out on the one window and like the one that kind of looks inside the city, and then go to the other one and point at the one that like looks out into the land beyond. So, not a bad way to spend the night, probably. Just watching the races.
Okay. Yeah, that is okay.
I mean, I don't want to miss any opportunities, but at the same time, maybe the best thing we can do right now, considering everything that's just happened, is just kind of take things slow and steady for a bit.
Okay. Well, I don't have any plans to go out and be fast or anything, so I am fine with being slow and steady.
Excellent.
Love it.
Iskra smiles a little bit. Soul has that effect on her.
Yeah.
And let's see. Oh, one thing to pay attention to though. There's a mean-looking guy. His head is all burned up. He's got some very interesting tattoos on his back, blue and black and gold. Maybe some magical quality to him. I'm no expert, but it seemed like that. I guess he is an important Thayan. He's not staying here, but if you see him around, just kind of take a wide berth.
I don't think you mean to have birth, right? You mean something different, right?
I mean, make sure we are moving around him in a way that makes sure we are not, like, directly crossing paths.
So to go unseen to him.
Yeah, we don't necessarily have to like hide, but just, where he's at is probably not also where we should be at. So, like if
Okay.
he's in a room and we're in a room, we don't walk up to where he is in the room. We just sort of,
Okay, that is easy. Stay away from bad, scaredy man with burns on head.
Precisely.
Okay.
Yeah. No having birth with the scary man.
Oh no.
Well, that shouldn't be a problem.
I was just
Perfect.
clarifying because earlier you. Never mind.
Alrighty. So, yeah. For real. I keep forgetting that I have all of those things like here
A few moments later.
that I can always access whenever I need to. Okay, so as you then take your leave and allow Iskra to kind of change and get back to, you go downstairs. Galil, are you currently in your room or are you in your room?
She said, Floria. Okay. Was going to bring up clothes. So I'm waiting for that.
Okay. I think she was saying she was bringing up clothes for Iskra, but yes.
Does she not have any for real?
I'm going to be waiting for a long time then.
Okay. I will say that while you are waiting, there is a moment where there is a crackling warmth that goes through your head. And it's not the cold water chill that you feel whenever you have had dealings with Strawberry. This is a different presence. But you hear Afriel in your mind. Are you all right?
Is this you?
I would hope so.
Sorry, I've just been hearing a lot of voices in my head lately.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
When I hear his voice, right, I still get that same feeling I usually get when I'm actually hurt.
Yeah. It's that's what I say. It does feel different. There's a distinction. It does sound different than it normally does. This like his voice almost, not to say that it booms or resonates in your head, but it does carry a more thunderous and slightly resonant sound to it. It's a little different. But knowing as you have been speaking with him for a while, his divinity seems to be constantly moving and changing and altering. So it's like, it's a new sensation, but it is still the sensation of knowing that it's him.
I feel like I'm in trouble.
Are you in trouble?
And I feel like I'm falling back into the abyss.
But you're not. I can sense you here. Perhaps a little differently than before, but still here.
Mentally, of course, is what I meant.
Oh. What do you mean?
That voice that I told you about. It seems the only ones who can hear it are me and Kindred so far. But she also said that she knew what I was going through down in the abyss.
That's peculiarly specific.
Especially after you couldn't even see me with our connection.
I couldn't. So that would mean that she either was there or is connected somehow.
Just in case I wrote some... Wait, what?
No, go ahead.
So just in case I wrote down some letters that I wanted to send to people that I can't find Kindred anywhere. And I wouldn't know if he would be able to send 2 of them anyways.
If you think that Kindred can find the sources or where they need to go, then it should be fine. If you want me to try and find someone, I can, but it would have to be once they're asleep, provided they're asleep.
I'm not sure if he's on this plane, but I'm going to need to send a letter to Aliquin.
I saw the there,
we're
it's
back.
Yeah, we're back. That was a crap. All right. There's this like moment of pausing before I can try, but my strength is strongest at night or in the early morning.
I have 3 letters, but I think I can get Kindred to send 2 of them.
All right, I will see what I can do to find Aliquin. And we will speak tonight. I will let you know what I find.
Okay.
If it has to do with the abyss, we might want to try speaking with the sisterhood.
One of the letters is for his sister, actually.
I will see what I can do. Galil, be careful. I don't think.
I'll try.
I don't think I could lose you. There's a moment where that pause happens, and that crackling warmth, like a warm fire, heartfelt, friendly, familial, warms your soul for a moment in your heart before it fades and that connection is gone. What do you do?
I'm gonna now get up and head out the door.
Okay. So, as we move forward in the timeline, it is probably within the next hour or so, but Iskra, you get a knock at the door, and you hear on the other side Wind. Hello, I have brought you something divine.
Just a second. Towel again. And then
Okay. As you open the door, on the other side you see Wind carrying this elaborately sequined dress. She goes, "Oh, I didn't realize you were relaxing, darling. I can come back later if you wish."
I was just waiting to be able to try it on.
Perfect, darling. Like, slinks her way in past you and into the room, sets the dress and drapes it across a what's it called? A chair. It's like, what's the word? Yeah, a chair. She like drapes it across, and you see that it is a mostly black, except that as the sequins shimmer, it seems to catch more of a almost silvery pearlescent kind of light. They are very magical sequins, but they seem to, as like it moves, and it's not, the whole dress isn't sequins. It is a very flowing design that seems to is made to accentuate curves, and she sets it on the chair. When I saw this dress, I knew that it was going to be for someone elegant, stately. At least that's who had it before. Now it's going to be magnificent for you.
You know, I did ask you when we met whether you were the seamstress or not, and I enjoy that I know the answer now.
Who is to say that that is the answer? Or just part of it? I am fairly nimble with a thread and needle. I might have made a few alterations to it. Maybe not all of it, but some of it. And when I was told that you were looking for something to wear that would befit a woman of your station staying here, I knew exactly what to get you. This shall fit you perfectly. I've got a pretty good eye for things. trusts. And she kind of gives you a little wink.
I'll just go ahead and change.
Okay. She goes
The phone
and
number, I don't
she goes to one of the nearby tables and like hops up on it and like crosses her legs and leans back a little bit, grabs from a little bowl of fruit that's there in the center and just starts like plopping a couple of figs in as she like watches you dress. And it fits marvelously. Perfectly tailored as if it was made just for you.
I'll go ahead and, size myself up a little bit.
Sure.
Are there any mirrors in here or anything?
Sure. There's a rather large, very ornate golden mirror that stands, it has like a little rolly stand so you can move it around wherever you like, but it is placed up against one of the walls. And you go and stand before it, and wind comes over and slinks up behind you and like lifts bits and like adjusts it a little bit and puts her chin on your shoulder. I told you this was going to be divine.
So, what do you think? Meeting your imagination?
I think it far surpasses my imagination. Yes, I think it does. Whoever looks at you will be instantly bewitched and under your spell, magic or not, whether they want to or not. So are you planning to go traipsing around to watch the race? Or is this just for more intimate occasions here within the Prince?
I didn't really want us to necessarily make an event of ourselves, all things considered, but Wind, if you think you can get us around safely, I wouldn't mind going out.
If you want, it can be arranged that we leave, though we would be leaving from probably out the back, just to avoid the door. There's going to be soon many members of the Empire roving the streets preparing for the race tonight. It is probably best that we avoid them, if indeed you wish to avoid them. If you plan on getting into any sort of fracas, I suggest maybe not doing so in the dress.
I'm not looking for any of that kind of excitement.
In that case, where would you like to go this evening?
I don't know the city. Not yet. We stayed on our boat until now.
You have a boat? I did not know this.
I'm shocked that you did not know this. And I'm not sure I believe you.
She smiles and turns around and walks like back to the table, and her tail twitches like playfully as she does so, but doesn't confirm nor deny. So she turns around and like very dramatically places both her hands like behind her on the table as she like leans back on it. Is it just going to be a girls' night out, or are we inviting the boys?
I wouldn't want them to miss out. Wind, you're a delight, but especially with everything that's happened, I'm sure they'd be worried if I ran off.
Oh, boys always worry. She sits up onto the table. I feel like sometimes they worry more than girls, to be honest. However, I understand that in your particular circumstances, this is slightly different. So perhaps a little bit of caution, as boring as that might be, is advisable. But it would still be fun. Perhaps before you leave.
Well, you did suggest we might have the chance to work together, so...
I did. And I am very much looking forward to seeing all that you can do, as I have the feeling you can do a lot. But such things will have to wait. I will make myself available to you. We'll go and spend some time down below, and once you are ready and have acquired your little adventuring party, then we can see about sneaking out the back and see where the night takes us, if that is what you want.
You know what? I'll just give her a smile and nod.
Excellent. She jumps off the table, stretches and arches her back a little bit. Goes over to the door, opens it, looks back at you. It looks beautiful, darling. Slinks out the door and closes it. Leaving you with your fancy dress.
Iskra's ego is now inflated.
Amazing. All right. So, Sonder, Ardrin, and Renan. What are you doing? It has now been a couple of hours, so you've been able to chill and relax.
They see this way how the coconut.
So I says the Mabel I says.
Amazing.
In the intervening time, Arjun would have gone to go check on Kindred, not to get all up in his business, just to make sure he's actually okay and not just like having a quiet panic attack by himself or something.
You come into the let's say the secret room, the hideaway, the hideout, and as you open walk into the room, you see that on one of the beds, Kindred has several of the pieces of paper spread out in the area, and seems to be like looking over it and thinking to himself. But he is like, he looks up and sees you and says, how was the drinks? Are you all done? Starts going back and like looking, and you see him like take his ink and he like makes little annotations and looks up again at another sheet of paper and starts making more annotations. It looks like he's trying to work on cracking this cipher.
For the time being, I guess I think Renan's a little bit done for everybody right now. But
I'm not actually drunk, for God's sake.
Sometimes I can still hear sober Renan.
Fuck off.
Why do you have beers all over the couch?
Just empties everywhere.
What?
Yeah, just making sure that you're good. You're still you're not having another episode or whatever. You're just focusing on your work or whatever.
No, I'm fine. There's just a lot that's happening all at once. I'm pretty sure I'm close to finishing this cipher, but then I've just got other things going apparently with Galil that I'm about to go and do shortly, but I wanted to finish this first. I think I'm almost there.
All right, well, find us if you need us, but make sure you actually turn your brain off for a little bit at some point.
He like motions up to his ear where the spy's memo is, and like keeps writing.
Low tech. Low tech.
Low tech.
Low tech.
Flicks him in the ear. No. All right, leave you to it. question for the DM. How big is this little Heidi space?
Heidi room, it's probably about
like a bedroom size kind of thing.
No, it's bigger. It's a little bit. It's like two bedrooms put together. It's not like it's like a nice square room. There's I want to say there's a couple of the big chairs that are right in front of the fireplace. And then there's like 2 sets of like bunk beds basically.
Well, with bunk beds, there is so much more room for activities. With that in mind, are just going to go, I guess, back upstairs. Yeah, you have to go up to get to where they were, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Go back up to yeah.
Arjun's going to sit down back, I guess, at the table with Sonder and Renan, and I guess there's still probably some conversation going. And after a minute, he kind of starts drumming his fingers on the tabletop with a little bit of anxious or nervous energy. And Sonder.
Do I notice this? Oh, yeah.
I think it'd be pretty apparent.
All right.
I've like fizzled out of the conversation that I've been having with Sonder to like just kind of stare at you for a moment, like.
Yeah, it's not just loud, like aggravating drumming. It's more just light tapping, but it's just persistent. Yeah, and
but what? Why the lime the coconut? Right? Why the lime?
It is simple. You just put it in the coconut. It's a lime in the coconut. It's not that complicated.
Kind of like how the lemon goes in the whiskey.
But there is no alcohol in this.
You can put alcohol in it, of course.
Maybe
it's magic.
Small umbrella.
Small umbrella. Definitely.
Arthur, are you okay?
I'm just thinking about something you said to me earlier that kind of still percolating.
Nice word choice.
Yeah.
Fium's looking for you probably, and you intimated that Agon might be looking my way for. Well,
obviously.
Well, I for one haven't wanted to kill you yet, but somebody else wanting to, I could understand.
Well, I do have that kind of face, but actually, I was wondering, Sonder, if you wouldn't mind do a little bit of one-on-one sparring. I have next to no experience fighting a monk, and I feel like that's going to become very relevant.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good use of our time.
And I will prepare to do some healing spells.
You know what? I like to think of that as synergy. A little team bonding exercise.
I wonder if Tall Bob knows of somewhere that we won't break anything.
Well, I
Maybe
did actually have an idea.
cellars.
I did actually have a thought about that. If we go down the elevator and we don't go outside the cage, that was kind of a big area to kind of just futz about in without causing any real damage anywhere.
Would someone be able to? Well, I guess kids are good.
Well, I'm sure you can look down and, look at our corpses if something bad happens.
And
but
if we happen to run into any of the creatures, I'm sure we could defend
they'll
ourselves.
practice, but also that gate should be locked. And if this place is still standing, I'm kind of hoping that that's been a good deterrent, but
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm down. That'd be good. I think after that battle, there's a couple of things we all need to learn about them. Be good to fight against a monk. Yeah. I can learn a few things about defending myself against a mage. Caster.
Yeah, I think mage might be a bit of a stretch, but
I
kind of like
incredible things.
I incline my head. You would like to know how to fight a mage?
Yes.
The door.
Have you practiced trying to dodge AoE?
Against me. Come on. I'm ready.
Oh my goodness.
And Iskra thought it was going to get sexy with wind.
We're about to be.
2 hours later, they've been
kinda wanted to
alternating
get sexy
through
with
fighting
wind.
with each other, and we're all just sweaty heaps. Like, okay, good
Percolate.
workout.
What have you three idiots been doing?
Visker's also still got kind of tet brain, so
No. The door gets kicked open.
You're in a different zip code.
The door gets kicked open, and Tom Bob comes in the room with an armful of like bottles, cups, a couple of pots of more plants, and some sticks. I'm just like, I found a whole bunch of other stuff we can experiment with. I can't wait. Some of this stuff smells good. Some of it smells weird. But I feel like all in all that we could make some really good drinks. Ardrin, did you wanted a refill? I got something exciting for you.
Oh, now I'm excited. So why not you surprise me?
This thing is called a cinnamon stick. I'm gonna stick it in this. He just like sticks it into the thing and just starts pouring and like talking out loud and making something that looks really, really.
If
awful.
anybody in the room can sense auras, cinnamon stick comes up and just Renan's just vibrating with ecstasy. Very.
Tunneling through the floor.
Do you want? So okay. So let me just break it down for you. Are you wanting to have a few more drinks, or are you wanting to go and excuse yourselves to go do some stuff?
We'll excuse ourselves.
Excuse ourselves. Actually, one sec. If you could hold off on that, we might want a bit of refreshment after we're doing a little bit of cardio.
If you could make
cardio,
like
I think we have some cardamom.
Check.
I think we have some cardamom. I don't know. What is a cardio?
Exercise.
Like when you get really sweaty.
Oh.
Now that being said,
I mean,
but
I
that's
guess that could be
looking at Talbob.
Archon
that's
just winks
cardio
at him.
Too, but that is not what we meant.
We're going down below. Together. To play and fight with our weapons.
It's exactly what you think.
We want to make sure that we're not too loud, so we wanted to get
Absolutely.
away to get in private quarters and test the
Out of
waters
sight
with
where
each other.
nobody will hear any, grunting or.
Right. Renan and Galil will be,
okay.
Renan and Arden will be going against.
Yeah, it's okay.
A
I
vote
don't
against.
need. I'm not gonna get. I mean,
But
they
you
always
both
say
of them.
that. They always say that alcohol makes you do strange things, but I guess this is one
Now,
of those
Bob,
things. Yeah.
do you want to come
haven't
watch?
said anything yet.
Nope. I can't. I have to stay here. I have to watch the store. That's what I have to watch.
Investigation check. By the way, I want to peruse over the stuff that he's brought up and see if I know if anything is poisonous.
Okay, go for it.
Just straight up acid.
That is a 21.
He literally looks like he just raided like Home Depot and just got a whole bunch of random things. Some of it smells alcoholic. Some of it you're pretty sure is paint thinner. Some of it is definitely like random sticks and plants that he has found from who knows where. And yeah, there's a couple of really like interesting little bottles that he has brought. So who knows what it is that this thing is that he's probably going to concoct, or if he's going to blow himself
The
up.
stuff that I'm particularly concerned about, I just kind of move to the side and say, not these. And start proceeding towards going downstairs.
I figured some things could use a little kick, and we kind of use this to clean the outside of the barrels sometimes, and I figured, maybe it gives a little extra woodsy flavor.
When you think of these things, I want you to understand that sometimes you can use a butter knife instead of an axe in order to cut bread. Do you understand?
I haven't thought about making a drink out of bread before. Maybe.
That difficult. That being said, if it is a cleaning agent, no. Don't do it. You will kill us all except for Sunder.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
He's just
I
so
will-
casual about that.
He's like, it's fine.
Yeah, you guys are gonna die.
So about all the others, did I understand correctly? Like you're wanting to go back downstairs?
I'll do it. As far into the hole as we can.
Right. Okay. So, God damn it, you're breaking me, sir. It's just, I mean, if that's what you're wanting to do, then that's fine. But I would just be a little cautious, perhaps. Those things can be a little like a lot. And by a lot, I mean, as far as I understand, you know what's down there, right? If you're wanting a place to
Audio.
yeah, cardio. I mean, there are probably better places that we could find. I mean, there's plenty of empty like hideaways if you're wanting to find somewhere else. But if you really want to go down there, it's fine. It's just, you know, if you're wanting to watch the races too, you're not gonna have a whole lot of time. It takes a while to get down there, and then it's gonna take a while to get you back up, and then, you know, it's just my suggestion. You can do whatever you want, wherever you want. I mean, it's none of my business. And he swallows.
Well, if
What
it
about-
is safe and also supported, then I suppose it will work. It just needs to be enough not to break anything, I suppose.
Right.
I mean, that's the real concern. We don't want to
barrels.
ruin it or besmirch their
Breaking
good
furniture
hospitality.
is not on the list for tonight.
Mhm.
Good. I mean, if you don't think you're gonna be too flashy, I mean, you could even use the upstairs. There's a little bit of you know, like a little bit of a wall that'll keep you from being seen if that's what you want. But you'll be outside. I mean, as long as you're not doing anything too flashy, you should be fine. No, I'm seeing shaking heads. No, that's not what you. Okay. Oh, I mean, I could there is one of the other underpassages that leads to like an emptier spot. It's like further south into the city, and it's, as far as I know, the some of the other thieves kind of use it for practice, whatever that is. And I was told never to go in there because I might hurt myself.
That could work.
Okay.
You
And
know,
then when we get back, we can try some of those drinks.
Yeah,
Would
we
you
can
happen
look
to
up an
have-
appetite
Ingredients
for it.
warily.
so that you were able to get some orange. I mean, some lemon. Do you have a orange by chance?
Orange. Orange. No.
No.
Have
I
all
don't
the other
think.
kinds of citrus, but you don't have orange.
What's an orange?
Maybe
that's a
lemon
grape.
and lemon and a bit of sugar should help. But there is
Okay.
a great recipe that my monastery's master made. It was like a cinnamon roll made with cardamom and cinnamon, but it had an orange infusion inside. It was so good. I bet you could base a drink off of it.
Oh my god. It sounds really good, but I mean, I'll just try and see what I can find. I'll go. Once the bosses leave, then I'll go ahead and go upstairs. And maybe I can find something in their kitchen. I mean, you know, they probably won't notice as long as I don't use a whole lot.
Right, to the training area.
All right, let's go. And he like takes off. Like when he
Goodness, he's
runs
fast.
excitedly, he like gets down on all fours and just goes like takes off running.
I love
Before
it.
we head out after him at breakneck speed, Arjun's just going to very quickly update Kindred about what
Okay.
they're doing and why.
Alrighty. Perfect.
Over the spies murmur, just so it's not a
Right.
whole thing.
Gotcha. All right. Meanwhile, over at the Salty Prince, a very fabulous Iskra comes down the stairs, I'm assuming. You're still wearing your dress, yes? And with your instrument in tow. You stop over at Galil's. Oh, I wasn't ready. Dang it. Oh well. Knock knock. she sends you a little text message. I'm outside the door. You're muted, sir.
BRB not there.
All right. So once you you open the door and expecting Floria, you see a really fabulous looking Iskra dressed to the nines.
9 lives. To be
Hey. Perfect.
Wow. Absolutely beautiful.
Thanks. Yeah. When did this?
Huh. So we're supposed to dress up like that. That fancy.
Maybe she went a little overboard, but yeah.
I mean, you pull it off.
Well, I appreciate it. I do look pretty good, don't I?
You do.
I love it.
But can you still move like you always do in that?
You know, I kind of flex a little. Is it?
She rips it.
Enough? Is it like confining?
Yes. I mean, I was gonna give you like creative freedom as to what it looks like exactly, but what I'm figuring is that it is a sleeveless number that kind of like hugs the waist. There's no straps. It just kind of like sits and hugs your body very tightly. And the lower half, I would say it probably stays that way till probably about mid thigh before it starts to loosen up a little bit. So very like evening gowny kind of thing. So if you were to try to do any acrobatics, you would probably have to hike up the skirt a little bit, but it is a long skirt, so it's not like it's like ooh revealing, but it's just like to be able to move your legs freely, you might have to like pull it up a little bit.
I don't think I'll be doing any fighting in this.
Good to know.
So Floria or Wind didn't stop by your room with anything?
No, but I'm cleaned up, so I guess I'll just go in this. I have my jacket, anyways.
Well, it is a nice jacket.
I pull it out and put that on. Spent money, might as well use it.
Definitely.
As you are talking, Galil, did you come inside Iskra, or are you staying at the door outside the doorway?
I mean, we're just gonna go down to Seoul, so we're probably just in the doorway.
You hear footsteps coming up the stairs and turning around, and they're like kind of quickly stepping footsteps as you're coming up. You see Kindred has like quickly made his way up the stairs. You know, you would think that after all that we've done, I would get used to a little bit of stairs, but it was quite a walk to get over here, and I tried to come as quick as I could. He just stands and stares at Iskra for a moment. It's like, huh, girl, you look really nice. Okay.
I gotta say, kind of wish you were still your hobgoblin self. We could really tear this town up, I think.
I have my dress. I can wear it. It might be a little tricky, but I mean, you can still wear it. Definitely wear it. Okay, yeah, I kind of like what you're doing over here. So, Galil, what was it that you were? He's like very obviously distracted. Galil, what is it that you were?
Were you gonna say it?
What?
I said, were you gonna say
Was
it?
I gonna say what?
You know.
No, I don't know what I was gonna say. I was gonna say Galil. That's what I was gonna say.
Uh-huh. Jimmy, get on him.
All right.
I heard it.
What's going on? You said you wanted to see me? I sent the message. Did Carp get a hold of you?
Oh yeah. He did. He did say that he was gonna talk to all of us tonight.
Oh. Okay. Well, I guess he can, do that now.
But I have something to ask of you, if you're okay with it.
His eyes narrow. What?
Send some letters for me.
Do you think this is like Kindred's FedEx? Like, you think I can just send stuff for you all the time?
I mean, yeah.
What even is whatever he uses?
He foxes
All I
them.
know is it's cost 25.
Yeah.
25 gold.
I know it costs 25 gold.
He also calls it Kindred FedEx himself.
Yeah.
He does.
Or whatever it's
I know,
called.
that's why I said it. I was like, what do you think this is? Kindred FedEx?
What's FedEx?
Yeah, FedEx. I don't think he has it, honestly.
Not right now.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he has it right now. It's like, well, I can't right now, but ask me again tomorrow and I can.
You want to hold on to the letters and I'll pay you the gold right now?
Who are they going to?
One's going to the sisters and the other one's going to Tempest.
Oh. Okay. Like the sisters, like of Demo's sisters?
Yes.
Is there one in particular that you want me to send this to?
Any one of them would be suffice.
Okay. Well,
I know Ambrosia reached out to me with a little extra information about protecting Aliquin before we left.
he does this little like the thing that Kindred does, like looks over at you like, oh?
Yeah, I'm just getting my book. Hold on.
Yeah, you're good.
It was a short conversation, but I
Ambrosia.
did want to make sure that I knew everything that I could. So,
Okay. Well, I will see what I can do tomorrow then. Sticks his hand out. It's gonna be
I'm gonna
30.
hand him the letters and give him the gold.
No, this prices have gone up now since inflation, so it's 30 gold. It looks like.
Kindred, I will break your neck. Go, just do it.
Wow, so grumpy. Let's see if I
See him
send.
say that.
It's like, okay,
See him
just
say
like puts it in his pocket in his folds. So, where are you gonna go? That's all so fancy.
don't know exactly yet. Thought we were just gonna hang out here, but Wind might have some ideas, so we're gonna get together with her.
You better watch out
Maybe
for that.
Maybe she has an idea of how I can get a sail thing.
You
If
do
anyone
not.
can get you a sail fang, I bet Wind could do it.
We are not taking any more creatures onto the Reclaimer. I'm just telling you right now.
I mean,
There
the
is
Reclaimer's
not,
not here.
There is not enough room. How else are you gonna get? Where are you gonna put it? in your pocket. I'm not gonna send a thing to a Tet again.
I'll figure out a way.
What? Why are you
I'll
looking
figure
at
out
me
a
like
way.
that?
I will figure out a way. Don't worry.
Okay. Okay. Well, then I guess I have to. Was that all? I rushed all this way over here for that. That was it. He like gestures at the letters that he put into his bag.
Oh, do you also have that mushroom? By the way,
His hand immediately goes to his side, to his satchel. Yeah, why?
I might have a use for it, so I'm gonna need it back.
Well, he's gonna look around and see if you guys are alone.
If I use it, I'll let you know. Don't worry.
How about you tell me what you want to use it for, and I'll let you know if you can have it.
Something against fume.
Ugh. Wasn't that more of a Sonder problem? Why does that have to do with me?
I mean, Saunders with us. Any of his problems, it's our problems too.
Oh. He like sticks his hand into his thing, pulls out a mushroom, and like very reluctantly like hands it over towards you.
I said I wanted the mushroom. What's this?
It's a mushroom. What does it look like? Use your eyes.
Kindred, this isn't the mushroom that I gave you.
Yes, it
This
is.
one has dots on it.
This is the mushroom. You asked for a mushroom. I gave you a mushroom.
This is not the mushroom.
He looks up at you and digs through his bag. Just give me that back. Pulls out another mushroom here.
Are you okay?
Yeah, are you okay? What
Does this
It's
look like the mushroom I gave you?
And he looks down and starts digging frantically through his bag and starts looking and looking and looking and looking and looking. That little... I don't have it. That's the mushroom that I have. Why don't you ask your friend Sonder where it's at?
So Sonder has it?
I don't know. Probably. He's the one who was... His eyes narrow. Looks over at Iskra. I'm gonna go back to my room.
Kindred, you
What?
need to get a hold of that mushroom.
Sonder. 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 Sonder.
What? I'm getting sweaty. What?
Oh. Okay. Why? I don't know. I don't know. Why? Oh, God damn it. No, I can't think. I don't want to know what you're doing in your personal time. Where is the mushroom?
Oh, that happened.
Yeah, that happened. Did you think I wasn't going to notice at some point?
Well, it was for your own protection. You seem to be quite obsessive over it, so I didn't want
Yeah,
to.
because it's mine. I'm obsessed over my things.
You're obsessed over the scary looking mushroom.
Have you seen the stuff that I have? I have a lot of scary looking stuff. It's just
but
the thing that I do.
You were acting like really weird around it.
Well,
Yeah,
you're
it was
acting
giving
really
me a-
weird and
it
getting
was giving me
sweaty,
a-
so that makes two of us.
It was giving me like strawberry vibes, so I took it from you. What do you need it for?
Well, first of all, stealing from your friends is rude. Second of all, Galil wants it.
I look at a distracted Sonder and I'm like, who are you?
Who are you talking to?
I took the took Internet's mushroom, the one that was making him act weird. I'll broadcast at this point. And you
Kindred,
found out. How did you find
Stop
out about
trying
it?
to distract Sonder.
This is an A and B conversation, so see your way out of it.
Wait, how did you even get the mushroom? Or how did you find out about it?
Because I looked in my bag and gave it to Galil, the mushroom that I thought that was my mushroom, but it then apparently wasn't my mushroom. Then I'm assuming you were the last one to try and take it from me. So you must have done something at the time.
Is there... Okay, I trust you. If I see you with that mushroom again, though, or if you go crazy, or if you eat it, or something stupid,
then you won't have to worry about it because I will probably turn into a god or something. Not really. Just being sassy at this point. The kindred is too powerful. It's so sassy.
You saw what happened to Galil when he was living in the abyss. I can't imagine anything that is inside of it would help anyone. But I gave to the person that I would trust the most with these kinds of things.
So Galil already has it?
Yes. Oh. No.
Oh.
Give it to Soul.
You give it to him?
Yeah. He was going to check it out to see if there were any properties that may have caused your mind to unwind.
Great. So just pass it along to everybody else in the party while you're at it. He, he doesn't say. He stops talking to you and looks over at Galil. So apparently, Blue Boy gave it to the other big boy, and so now the mushroom is. I don't even know where it is. Apparently, Soul has it now.
Where's Soul?
Well, no, he's still telling this to Galil. He stopped talking to you. You're just like, hello, hello. You're left on red.
Is mad.
Oh no!
But I let him know where it's at.
Isker, it came from the abyss, so I don't know if it can probably give the madness too. I don't know.
Well, let's get it just in case then.
Do you guys know where Soul is? That he was with you.
Listen, I'm not. I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you right now.
Well, I am broadcasting.
Great. Why don't you just let all of Thay know that you're here?
If you get mad at Soul for this, I will spank you. What's
he saying?
Anyone blame this on me. But I did it for your own good, and you know why.
He doesn't say anything. I'm imagining.
Okay. Yeah, probably not.
He's like, well, so we go get it from Soul before he turns it into, like, I don't know, a carpet or something.
He is more capable than you may think.
Again, he said this to Galil.
But yes. I'll say that anyway. Speaking of Soul.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then...
We better hurry up and find Soul then.
Hey, Soul.
He was just going back to his room. So I'll just
Hey,
walk down and grab him.
Hi, Sonda.
Hey, Soul.
Okay.
How are you?
Remember,
Hi,
I'm good.
how are you?
Remember
Are
when
you
I
okay?
told you to look at the tea? Remember when I said just look at your tea, Soul? Kindred knows about the tea.
Look at the tea, Soul.
He knows about the tea, and he knows about the mushroom, and they're on their way to find the mushroom. Did you find anything interesting about it?
Yeah, it is not from this plane, and it oozes gross black things
Oh,
that
you
looks
touched
like.
any of
I
the
mean,
gross black things?
I didn't touch it, but
Good.
I made a flower to touch it.
What happened to the flower?
The black things went into the flower, and then it didn't seem like the normal flower, so I burned it.
Good. You don't touch the mushroom, and make sure to tell Soul. Make sure to tell Kindred about this before you give it back to him.
I've already touched the mushroom.
What?
What?
I thought you didn't touch the mushroom.
This is the mushroom you're talking to.
I was checking it.
Did the ooze touch you?
No, I don't think so.
So.
I mean, I licked it. Not
So.
not the black thing. I licked the mushroom.
So.
And this is how the TPK happened.
This is why it's called The Last Night.
Sonder, way to go! You just killed Soul.
The black stuff didn't start coming out until I was doing a magic with it.
So maybe it reacts to it.
That's what it
Regardless,
looks
let
I'm
Kindred-
hungry for mushrooms now.
Oh god, no, you're not.
They're delicious.
They are, but are you
Not
hungry
this
for
one, though.
that? Okay, good.
No, it is gross.
You're not obsessed with any mushrooms, are you? No obsession.
I don't think so.
Okay, I love you.
Oh, I
Be
love
careful,
you too.
okay?
I will be careful. Are you okay?
Yeah, we're just getting sweaty with Ardrin and Renan.
As he says that, there's a knock on your door, so
Be careful. Let them know.
Okay.
Okay. Wait.
Soul, you hear on the other side, Kindred. Soul, open the door. Soul.
It's unlocked.
I would have walked down there too.
Yeah. I mean, I figured that it was the three of y'all, 4 of y'all, 3 of us.
Just
whatever.
as I have a mushroom, I'm like,
You open the door and like Kindred like bursts open the door. Where is it? What did you do with it? Where did it go?
you're talking about the bad mushroom, right? Because you're getting all crazy again.
No, I'm not. Galil wanted the mushroom. That's why we're down here. But you see him with his eyes kind of like scanning the floor around, like looking for where it might be.
Yeah, sorry about that, Soul. I'm looking for the mushroom again.
Okay. So I understand, you're looking for the mushroom that Kindred was going crazy for, so Sander took it from him and then gave it to me, right?
I knew it was that blue boy.
Well, to be fair, I'm the one who gave Kindred the mushroom first place.
Yeah, so
Are
don't
you
know. I don't know
going
why everybody's
crazy too, Galil?
I don't know why everybody's blaming me
Not
for this.
for a mushroom.
Something else making you crazy?
We have a long night ahead of us for that.
Okay. Well, the mushroom's right here. Oh, I wasn't supposed to touch it. Hold on.
Wait, what?
Take something out of the bag to like grab it with.
And I just grab it with my hand.
Sander said not to touch it, but I already did, and nothing happened. I mean, I even licked it, but
what?
You licked it?
I was checking what kind of mushroom it was.
It's
not
not
a
from this
tasty
plane.
one.
It is definitely not from this plane, and I almost ate this before. Trust me, you do not want to.
Yeah, I know. It isn't from the plane.
I put it in the jacket pocket.
It makes black ooze, by the way.
I mean, considering where it's from, it doesn't shock me.
It seems like it spreads too.
How so?
So when I was trying to figure out what it is, I made a flower and made the mushroom with the black ooze got the flower to touch the ooze, and then the blackness went into flower.
Oh God, that sounds so. Wait, you did all of that?
Yeah, why not? It doesn't.
Oh.
I don't like the way the flower was afterwards. It looked like normal flour, but it didn't feel like normal flour, so I burned it. And there was this like black stuff in it for a bit.
It just kind of like takes in a little. Oh, so you burned it? You didn't. It's right there. Never mind. Just like for a second, he's like, wait. Oh, wait.
Why don't we just burn the mushroom? I could do it right now.
No.
I may have a plan for it. And it's going to require this. And I pull out of my bag of holding the stinger from, God, what's that thing that attacked me in Renan?
Ooh. The Bone Devil?
Bone
Yeah.
Devil. No.
Well, this night's going differently than I thought.
Oh, it is good. You look really nice.
Yeah, thanks.
It is a nice dress.
Yeah, that's, this will be for not now, not tonight. I don't want to fight anymore tonight. I just want to relax and live life.
Well, I think me and Iskra were going to drink and do music.
Yeah. I'm down for that.
Kindred can come too when he is not crazy.
I'm not crazy. I was. Okay. I'm going to go. If I'm going to hang out, then I'm going to go get changed into something a little more presentable. Where can a girl go to get changed around here? It's like
You can use my room. I toss the keys to Kindred.
okay.
Top floor.
That's very.
Oh, she's fancy. He like turns around,
That
like
was very on brand.
starts digging through the.
You're doing great. You're doing great, Aaron.
Yeah.
Starts digging through the bag and then like, okay, just need a minute, and like starts going up the stairs to get dressed, leaving the three of you there for the moment.
I'm ready to go, or I'm ready now, as he's wearing the silk pajamas.
That's actually a really good choice. Sol,
What do you mean? It is
I think it sort of it fits the place and you.
It does fit me.
Oh no. I love you, Soul.
I mean, it's stylish.
It does look nice, right? And it feels good. I like it.
The only other thing I have is the red wizard robes. And I'm pretty sure we don't want that right now.
You know, Wynn's waiting downstairs. I'm sure she can help you out.
All right. Well, I'll head down there then.
I'm gonna message everyone else too. Hey, we're all gonna get together. I don't know if you heard about the races going on in town, but my room here at the Prince has got a great view. So, you know, we might do something here, or Wind might take us someplace. You know, not trying to cause a commotion necessarily, but I figure we'd probably be safe with her, and with everything that happened, it might be nice to just, you know, relax.
Yeah, I can be up for that.
As long as we do it safely.
Sandra, you're muted. Mooted.
It seems like she'd know how to keep us out of trouble if need to be. Okay, keep us updated.
All right.
We're down below, and I'll kind of explain our situation.
So, Tall Bob has led you to a secondary chamber that is probably about like a 5-minute navigation through the underbelly of Amrutlar. There's a couple more walkways, and it is like an upside down building that is attached to the ceiling. Basically, it's like a small structure that kind of just comes down. And
that is cool.
You've noticed that as you navigate deeper into the city, you can see off in the distance now, as your eyes are adjusting to the darkness, that there are several of these structures that appear to be upside down. They look more like the structures that you see on the southern side of town, the very simple, almost like Adobe-esque squares. They are built, though, on the underside of this city, under the whatever rock structure is the cavern. But they seem to be just occasional little things with these long wood and rope like bridges that kind of tie them. And they seem to not be close enough to where it's like an underground city. It is very much like the body of Isidoros has made these little things, or somehow this is their hideaway, is the very underbelly of the city, but it is literally like each little hideout is its own little nest of an island or building underneath that kind of like dot the underside of the city, providing them with a way to stay underground and a way to move about the city very quickly and efficiently. But you are led to an area that is very much a training room, a nice open space with a couple like training dummies, and this is where you have been for, we'll say, the last hour or so. Getting sweaty. Playing Mario Party. Yeah. What was your so
basically probably sitting outside the door, too afraid to know what's going on.
Yeah, Tobob's just like watching enthralled as this all is going on, but doesn't watch for too long before he scurries back the way he came because he has to go watch the building. But three of you, so you guys are gonna go meet up with Iskra and the rest of the gang at some point in the evening, as it is probably at this point like 4 or 5. We're getting close to race time because race time happens at sunset, or has been, that has been shared with you guys.
7-ish.
The race happens during golden hour. That's pretty rad.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's the blinding effect right at that time.
Mm-hmm. Comes in handy.
Cool. Yeah, we'll do that.
It's an extra obstacle. All right. So as you are going to go back to like freshen up and get yourselves ready, Iskra, Galil, Soul, and eventually Kindred, as Kindred comes down in his little dress thing.
I went downstairs to go talk to
Wind. Yeah. And what are you telling Wind or asking of Wind?
if she has any clothes that she recommends to help dress the part with this graph.
Oh, I was going to say, if there was something that I recommend for you, it would be a lot less. But if you are wanting to dress the part with Iskra, then in that case, I could have something brought over that would suit you. She reaches her like little fingers across your chest and kind of just rakes them like down and around your armor, just kind of playfully moving like a finger or two. The claws come out just a little bit, not to cause pain, but just to like tease. I'm sure something can be arranged for you to be comfortable and yet present a very forward, and as she says forward, she like drags her finger down to your belly before pulling away. Appearance for everyone. So, I will have that done. Do you know what you all are wanting to do? Or just walk about the town, stroll through the evening?
I think they were wanting to ask you if you recommend any places for tonight.
It depends on what you want to do. I have no intention of going out this evening, but with such dashing company, it cannot be helped. I would love to entertain everyone, if you wish. We can find some trouble to get into, I'm sure. It's appeared to me
Soul's gonna come downstairs now.
Okay, well, yeah, I figured that. Oh, yeah. I thought everyone had come down together, but gotcha.
I would have as well.
Yeah. It appears to me, or it seemed that you all had intentions of scouting locations, perhaps. If that is still the wish.
Looks at Iskra and Gillian.
If you wanted to do so, to take a stroll about the city, we can make such arrangements after the races, just so that there's less traffic about. If you are wanting to watch the races, then I suggest we find ourselves a perfect little viewpoint somewhere above, perhaps. It is completely up to you. If you are wanting to go to another part of the city that has less people, most are going to be gathered on the northern part until after the races are finished, after which there will be undoubtedly a grand celebration. And she stops and hesitates and thinks for a minute. I will say, tonight might be a night that we want to stay indoors, however. I do remember now that after these celebrations, the final effects of whatever they are doing at the tower might come into effect tonight. So for your own mental well-being, it is probably best that you stay indoors after sundown.
I've already got my pajamas on.
Beautiful.
Well, the prince it is then. Sol and I were going to play some music anyway, so let us entertain you for a while instead.
I would love that. She leans forward onto the table a little bit and starts to just get comfortable. Floria comes by eventually, and she gives the instructions that you guys are going to be hanging out here for a little bit, and so beverages are brought, some light refreshments and snacks, and we'll say that within the next hour or so, as sunset is approaching, the entirety of the gang appears and hangs and enjoys a little light tunes as Iskra and Sol start to play music, as I'm assuming Sandra will probably wind up joining in. That is true. Oreo, I forgot about Oreo that is being pampered right now in the
Oreo's been in this,
in the stables. It's all right.
So
she's living her life.
Yeah.
Soul's gonna give Sonder a hug when he comes in.
Yeah. There is that post-workout glow that Renan, Ardrin, and Sonder have of freshly bathed and showered, but somehow everything seems to be just, they got that little post-workout swole going.
Listening.
Yeah.
The definitions just happen.
Yeah. Nice. As you guys are playing, Floria disappears, for a little while, and Wind is like enjoying, basically lounging around and popping like fruit into her mouth as she like listens to you play, and like kicking her feet up a little bit, and like the tail swooshing playfully. And then moving across this private little dining chamber.
Would you have delivered the clothes?
Yes. Or the clothes will have been delivered. As you guys, and we'll say that in that space of the hour, as everyone is relaxing and hanging out and dressed up, and it is almost time for the races to begin. You see the man that you had seen before, Iskra, go across past you guys like little private, because you guys, she basically set you up in one of the private little dining rooms, chambers off to the side.
Lounges.
Yeah, in the lounges. And you see past the open doorway, the man walks by. This time dressed. This time in his red and black robes. Ornately decked out. You see Charisma is has her arm wrapped around him, and she's also decked out and dressed really nicely. His robes, interestingly enough, have the back open, so you can see the tattoo on his muscled back. And he kind of stops for a moment at the doorway and like looks in as you guys are playing music. Looks over at you, looks at Iskra, makes eye contact, sees everyone else, and then continues to walk past the door. Kindred was like, oh, nosy much?
To everyone, I'll look around the room and say, Rule Blaze Fellow is that man's name.
You see Kindred's
Floria
head.
filled me in.
Kindred's head snaps over to you. Rule Blaze Fellow? Like Blaze Fellow?
Unless I got it wrong, pretty sure I didn't.
Oh. You can see there's like a little bit of sweat that pops up on his forehead a little bit. That's
Why does that sound familiar?
Because that's Luthra's apprentice.
Ew.
Wind Wind kind of like hadn't seen. She's like, why is everybody so quiet?
A scary Batman with a burned head.
Does the name Blaze Fellow mean anything to you?
She see her ears kind of go back a little bit, and her hair kind of puffs a little around her body before it like calms down a little. Yes? Did he walk by?
He did, and I saw him in the baths earlier. He looked right at me.
I should have known that he would be here before the event. He does like to preen himself here in the spas before he goes out in public. I'm assuming Charisma was with him. She does try and play a good host, and no doubtably kept him distracted while we were in here. They will probably be going to the racing podium. The races should be beginning soon. Are we going to watch, or would you like to stay here?
It sounds like it's worth seeing. Either the races themselves or the goings on.
Undoubtedly.
And I kind of looked to everyone else to make sure. I don't want to speak for the group.
Oh yeah, I'm always down to see a sale thing. Speaking of, Win.
Yes?
How marvelous you are.
Yes.
By any chance, would you know how to get a hold of one of those sale things?
Oh. What do you mean?
Well, if I recall, they said that they hatch them usually, or catch their younglings.
Yes.
I was wondering if by any chance you knew of a place I can get one.
What do you want to do with a selfing?
Have you seen them?
Yes. I don't think you are as familiar with these things as you imagine yourself to be. They are honestly more trouble than they are worth. Why would
What
you
can I
want one?
When all you're doing is selling it more.
I knew you were trouble.
So did we.
I will see what I can do. But I make no promises. Selfings are very, very dangerous. And aside from that, their young are very expensive. And raising them is no simple feat. You have to have very specific training to keep them from ripping you to pieces.
I mean, I'm always down to learn a few new things.
I don't think you are listening to me. I will see what arrangements can be made. But I promise you, you will probably lose a limb if you are the one to try and do this yourself.
The argument he would have is that he has 3 more.
You are a foolish man. Shall we go upstairs then? She stands from where she was lounging.
Yeah, I'll stand. Grab my dulcimer rather than putting it on my back like I normally would. I'll just carry it under my arm.
Okay.
Standing, I
to-
put one arm out like this towards Wind.
Ooh, a new arm. And she like rings her arms through yours. I do like this getting to be so personable with everyone. What are you gonna say, Sol?
Soul's gonna motion over to, what's her name again? Oh,
Wind?
the halfling.
Oh, Floria. Floria's not in the room
Floria.
at the moment. Yeah, she's not in the room at the
Right.
moment.
So he's gonna go out to look for her.
Oh, okay. She'd probably be closed because she is serving at the moment. So
Could you? We are going to go up to Iskara's room. Would you mind bringing us up some drinks?
Oh yeah, of course. Sure.
Okay, then I will see you up there.
All right. Yeah, I will make sure to bring everything that you need to watch the races.
Sounds good.
Okay. You guys retire upstairs to the top floor.
As we're going upstairs, I will look at Wind and ask a question.
Sure.
So, Wind, Murdoch said he was going to have a discussion. You don't need to be there too?
I am not amongst the body members. So no, I don't have to be there. I could if I wanted to. There will be several of the others, my sisters will be there. But I myself am not required to be there.
Well, I'm flattered you've chosen to spend your time with us then.
And pass up the opportunity to be amongst such beautiful company. She rubs her face on Renan's shoulder. I'm pretty sure I made the right choice.
You truly flatter us all.
Oh, I can do much more than that, darling. But for starters, yes. She continues to walk up the stairs with everybody else.
Trim taps on the or I guess you don't have to tap on it, but just right
Yeah.
now, are you sure you're ready to play that kind of game?
I'm over 400 years old. I think I am more than capable.
Well, let's just have fun.
To be quite fair, wind is not my type.
I'm not entirely sure that matters to her.
Oh, my.
Then one can only hope that consent does. Keeps walking.
You guys get up to Iskra's room and open the doors into this marvelous chamber that I guess will be the first time that Sonder, Renan, and Ardrin get to see these rooms here in the central spire of the Salted Prince. The room is large and eloquent, and now with the setting sun, it seems to catch that golden light and reflect it inside to where it creates this warm glow. Everything seems to shimmer and sparkle. There are aspects of the room now that you hadn't really noticed were as ornate as they had been before. They catch the light in weird ways that like bring about these golden and silvery tones throughout the room. It is inviting and somehow soothing. The windows here on this top section are nice and wide enough as they go around to kind of open or slide to the side, so where you have this very large breezeway to look out over the city. And below, if you were to be looking, we'll say southward, as you are looking southward across the city, you can see kind of like southwest, I guess it would be, a section where there's people gathered at the edges of the city, and like seating stands that have been risen from the desert floor itself. As these people start, there's a large amount of people there. And as you look eastward through the city, you can see that there are more people gathered around the base of the fortress itself, where more stands have been raised, and an elaborate setup on top of the walls with large hanging or draping flags of the Thayan Empire. Go ahead, Galil.
I'm viewing everything.
Oh.
I'm gonna put my hand up against the wall and use primeval awareness.
Ooh. Okay. All right.
Just to get a view of who all is near.
Sure.
Just in case.
As you look out amongst the outside, and you close your eyes and you focus outward, that expanding senses going in all directions. You feel the pings start picking up at the edges of your senses. Undead. Devils. Same senses you had felt before. But mostly seeming to come from the direction of the fortress. A couple of pings from within the city. Their specifics kind of lost to you, but you feel them in that general expanse, more undeath.
Okay.
It is that strange feeling of being surrounded by vile things that kind of leaves a filmy feeling to your mind. Wind comes over to the edges of one of the windows. I do love the look of the city. Soul, what are you gonna say?
Hey, Sunder, come over here. Come over here. He's gonna be by one of the walls. He's gonna say it out loud.
You're muted again. It happens, don't worry. What do you say?
Oh, that way.
Okay. Here, look. It is. Try it. And Soul's gonna lick the wall.
Is it salty?
It is very salty.
Yeah.
I'll lick the
Try
wall.
it.
It is salt.
It is salt. Whole room made of salt.
It's nice. It's kind of beautiful in the golden light.
Are you guys really eating my room right now?
Sorry.
That's right.
I've already tasted my room. They taste the same.
As you come back over to where everybody else is standing, kind of looking at this like curving line that you can see is this like track that is there but not there, as there's like a line of people that kind of make this curving track around past in the front of the Salted Prince. Wind kind of sidles up to Iskra. It's like, you see what I mean? We could have had so much more fun just us girls, but boys will be boys. She kind of like smirks and like snickers a little and looks back over her shoulder at Sonder and Soul.
Yeah, I'll smirk back to her.
Don't knock it till you try it.
Did you say that?
Yes.
Go over it, Arjun.
She looks back over her shoulder. There's very little I haven't tried already. And goes back to like leaning out to the window. In that moment, as the sun starts to set a little bit in the distance, there is the sound of a gong that kind of goes off across the city. And it echoes and reverberates across, like almost as if it had been broadcast or thaumaturgied out. And with it, the sound of a voice that you guys have heard before. Oh, wait, nope, let's not do that one. All right, let's hope that this doesn't die on me. Fair citizens of the Empire, welcome to the final day of the grand race here in Amrutla. It has been a wonderful few days of eating, revelry, and danger. You all should be commended. We have faced many an adversity, and every time we have overcome it. Recently, I spoke to you all about dangerous factions of rebels found within the city. And those evildoers have been found and vanquished, showing the true might of the Empire. Long may it last and endure. Now we come to the grand final celebration.
And with this, a resounding victory for the Empire. Truly a magnificent time to be had. Now, without further ado, let us hail the Circle and Saztham, as well as our illustrious guest.
Yeah, excellent.
All right, so it's back.
Oh,
It's
we're
back.
back. I think we're back. Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt you.
No, you're fine. All right.
That's the point when you want to interrupt.
Right?
Yeah.
So as that loud crash of thunder echoes out across the city, you can see the 6 sailfangs that are in that distant lineup rushing towards you. And the race, the final and last day of the race begins. And that is where we will have to pick up for next time.
Oh man.
Oh
At
man.
this point, even Iskra knows that the name Saztam is a big deal. Like,
Yeah. No, well, they were just praising. She was like saying praises, not necessarily saying that he was here. The guests were the guests were Elenia and Luhorn, but
the other
Luhorn.
But yes.
I wonder if they think they caught the rebels and really they didn't, or is that all just a ruse?
That
dimensional,
or
undead
they
chess.
think that we blew ourselves sky high. Wishful thinking.
I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Yeah.
Or I'm just kidding.
Don't say this.
I mean, if Fume and Lagon didn't bring back bodies, they want results.
So many fun little
I've been
tidbits.
sitting cross. Yes, it was one. This was a very suggestive episode.
you know what? There
Oh,
was
my back.
something that I almost said to Wind at the end that I did not say.
I'm sure it was glorious,
I will
whatever
tell
it was.
you all after the stream.
Okay. Yeah, this was a very suggestive.
Listen, you know.
That's why I was more involved this time.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Alrighty, guys. Well, thank you
I guess
for.
Khalil's gonna die twice.
Thank you all for joining us
I have to die
tonight.
once first.
It's the little death that he has to worry about. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Worst thing about talking to Ardrin for the Spy's Murmur is I couldn't make any facial expressions because like I was walking with Wind, therefore I'm just telepathically communicating. I can't make any faces to help with the message.
Nope. That's so great. It's all good. All right, guys. Well, it's been fun.
And Khalil's dead.
Yeah, looking forward to next week with Starcross Adventures as we dive deeper into Ravnica and see what all those hooligans find, and then
More
Lyro
importantly,
dying.
tomorrow.
Dreamy has the eulogy ready.
Yeah. Tomorrow.
Also, are we gonna roll for
Yes.
the recap?
Yes.
Here we go. Yeah.
We'll figure that out here. Yeah. There is less of us. All right.
Kindred.
Well, no. Let's see. I've rolled a 7, so that would make it soul. Because it goes across.
Put a wig on.
Well, we'll figure that out. You have some time to decide. But in the meantime, tomorrow, check us out over. Check me out. I hate saying check me out over at Grouch Couch, but check out Grouch Couch at 7 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Pacific. I want to say. I'll put the advert for it here in a minute. But I will be playing Duntillo, a Jedi Sentinel, a month after Order 66. So I'm sure nothing terrible is going to happen with that at all. And that'll be Wednesdays for the next.
And go check him out.
Yeah,
and go check him out because he's planning on wearing that night. Wow.
So the next 3 weeks. The next 3 Wednesdays is like they're running their own little mini series. So that should be fun. And we're all going to be in costume, and they are a bunch of crazy guys. So it should be a good time. But yeah. So until then, we'll see you next time. Stay safe, stay fey, be brave, etc., etc. We love you. And good night. Bye.
Night.